Hey everybody, welcome to the Faux Show podcast. We're talking today with my good buddy Aerrol Ampeloquio, who I haven't seen in a long ass time. So this is
That's right.
it's very nice,
Mhm.
and he's doing a lot. He's making a lot of moves. He's making a lot of. I mean, I'm doing the whole eBay thing, trying to sell stuff. I'm trying to do investments and other things, and he's pursuing, I think an acting career, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah. So I'm pursuing acting, and then have my hand dipped in like directing and writing as well. So
No kidding. How do you
yeah.
like? Which one's your favorite?
So far I love acting. Like acting is 100% like my favorite for sure.
Why?
But I think it's just because like it's not only is it like a good release for me, but it's
It's
also
is
a
it
way for
is it
me to
sorry, is it cathartic?
oh cathartic, a little bit.
Okay.
I'd say it definitely is for sure. But I think like not only is it that, like the reason why I love it the most is because like it also allows me to de-stress myself but help other people at the same time. So, and that's
That's
why I like
important
really
in
love it.
life, no matter what field, no matter what job you're in, helping people. Because I was recently in recovery. I had 67 days clean from alcohol. I'm like
Hmm.
18 days clean or something now, but like just helping people helped me so much. And I never
Of
thought that it would
course.
be that way, you
Of
know?
course, man. It's
It's so
important.
funny how that works.
Exactly, man. I think like just in general in life, the more that we can help other people out, the more that people will be more reciprocal to like help you out as well. It's like a
Totally.
exchange.
That's like even like what we're doing right now. Like it
Exactly,
is a
man.
primary, yeah, it's example. Like just because I mean it's been forever, dude. I'm glad you agreed to come on the podcast because
Of course, dude.
I have to get like the other guests and shit, but I don't know. I just haven't talked to you in a while. And I always found you fascinating, and I've seen your Instagram and you could
Mhm.
sing and shit. And I was
Oh,
like, I
thanks,
want
yeah.
to get, yeah, I was like, this motherfucker can sing. Like, I want to get this dude on my podcast for
Thanks, man.
show.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really, I love what you're doing with the podcast. I've watched like every single episode so far.
Thanks,
And
man.
I honestly like really love the work you're doing for yourself, and I think that that's really important because that's one of the reasons why I decided to leave engineering and then pursue acting because I wanted to take care of myself and I wanted to take care of my mental health, and this is a way for me to do it. So yeah.
That's well, what would we call that? The apotheosis of human needs, I guess.
Hmm.
It's really
For
important
sure.
to take care of yourself and take care of your others. And you're in engineering. As far as do you have a degree?
Yeah. So I have my degree in biomedical engineering. Yep.
No shit.
So
That's
yeah,
no
so that's the thing.
that's no
Yeah.
joke, man. That's a good degree to have.
It is. Yeah, no, I learned a lot and I'm really appreciative of the opportunity and I got to learn a lot about different ways that I can help people, but my heart was always in acting and passion. That's where
Right.
my passion lied.
How
So,
long has that been a feeling for you, this acting?
probably since like my senior year in high school. So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, so like my senior year in high school, I quit all of my sports and stuff to like join the play or whatever.
Right.
And then I auditioned
Right.
and then got the main lead somehow. And that was like really dope. And
What play?
oh, it was Footloose. Footloose.
Nice.
Yeah. So I
Nice.
played Kevin Bacon. So that was
Nice. You love
good
it, dude.
old Bacon. Yeah. So that was like a cool thing. And then I thought it was really dope because like I was going through a lot of depression at the time,
Right.
and it helped me get through a lot of those like mental states. And I finally didn't feel stagnant in my life, and I finally felt like I was moving. And
That's the best.
yeah, it's where I met Tyler actually.
Really?
So yeah, that's where I met Tyler, and that's how we became close.
He's
Because he was one of the leads as well in the play. So
was he really?
yeah, he played the main antagonist. He was the villain. So
Dude, he
yeah,
does everything and then he tells me nothing about it. He's like, "Yeah, I just did like a ruck like with running with his backpack for like 30 miles and shit." He's
I know
insane.
the dude
I
is wild, man. He just does whatever he wants,
yeah,
and it's super
do you know
inspiring.
do you know David Goggins at all?
No, I don't know David Goggins. Who's that?
Okay. He's the man that has the record for pull-ups, like 9,000 or something pull-ups.
Damn, 9,000 pull-ups.
Blisters everywhere. He's insane. He's
Jeez.
a dude that was like fat that ran a bunch of like he ran he ran like a marathon because he wanted to while he was completely out of shape. And he was like he like
Mm,
fractured all the like his like leg bones and he was like it was really
yeah.
bad, but he
Uh,
continued to and persevered. So David Goggins, like one of my favorite people on the planet. If you ever get the time, I would definitely look him up because he's
for
fucking
sure.
he's
Let me get on
or
my
maybe
phone.
I can
David
just
Goggins, right?
yeah, I
Oh
can
yeah, you could
just
just send it to me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just send you I'll send you the one that's like funny because there's like this dude that let him live at his house and like he was
Mm,
like he was like he was like this rich white dude. He invented Spanx or whatever.
Okay, nice,
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah. So he was like, David Goggins like, will you come live with me for 30 days? And David Goggins was
Mhm.
like, motherfucker, if you're dumb enough to ask, like, I'll fucking be there, or what, he said something to that effect. And it was like
Uh-huh.
they jumped in fucking freezing ice where like they made holes in the ice and they went on runs. I think they did a run. They did it like fucking, I don't know, if like 5 miles every 4 hours or something for 48 hours. They did a bunch of crazy
Holy
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
That's super wild.
yeah, that dude, if you like inspirational people, he's super cool. Do you
Definitely.
know like Jordan Peterson or anybody like that?
Jordan Peterson?
Yeah, Ben Shapiro.
Oh, I know, yeah, Ben Shapiro. Yeah, I think so. Jordan Peterson, he's another YouTuber person, right? Or no?
Kind
Kind
of.
of.
He's a clinical psychologist, but he blew up on YouTube by putting his videos up of his like
Gotcha.
seminars. Whoops.
Gotcha. The name sounds super familiar, but I also know that it's a very common name as well. So I'm like, I don't know if this is a person we know from high school or something. Yeah.
Right,
So
right. No,
yeah.
he's like a almost 60-year-old dude, and he's like, to me, he's like one of my, like, I don't think he's an idol or hero or whatever, but he's somebody
Uh,
that's like,
you look up to and
it's
stuff.
so hard. No, he's somebody because like his whole thing is like, for young men, takes
Mm,
responsibility, the biggest responsibility you can take, and bear that burden without
mm,
bitching about it. And then it's like,
mm.
that's it. He got me to read. Like his book was 350 pages, first book that I ever read on my
Uh,
own volition, and now I'm reading like 4 books right now, I think.
damn, that's awesome, dude. That's
It's
great. I need to
fun.
get more into reading. I haven't read too much in all honesty.
I could send you
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, send me some stuff. I
Yeah,
definitely like am open to it.
I did Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, which is a
Yeah.
it's a short read, but it's
Hmm.
dense. Like you have to reread a lot of stuff because it's translated
Definitely.
from Greek, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
one of
so
my friends, she has a YouTube channel and she does like a lot of personality type things. And one
sure.
of the books that she always like refers is like Marcus Aurelius's Meditation.
Really,
So, yeah, yeah.
it's a good
So,
one.
yeah, I should definitely check it out. Yeah, if you send me a link for that too, yeah, I'll definitely give it a read for sure.
100%.
That'd be
No,
dope.
yeah, I can just mail that to you, Marcus
Oh,
Aurelius.
really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, dope.
And I can get
Damn.
you. Maybe we'll get you through the Four Agreements. Have you read the Four Agreements?
No, no, I
It's
haven't.
super
No.
popular, super easy read. The
Uh,
agreements are be impeccable with your word, never
mm,
take anything personally, never make
mm,
assumptions, always do your best. Real simple
that's right.
shit. But
Yeah.
like, dude, that book had an effect on me. It really helped me out.
For sure. You know, sometimes it's like the simple stuff is the stuff we overlook, right? So
Totally.
it's like sometimes you need to read it or need someone to tell you it so that you can understand, like, oh, right, I need to take care of that so I can go about my daily life.
Dude, yeah, it's funny because that's Jordan Peterson. Because like I never really I had a dad. Don't get me wrong, I had a father,
For
but
sure.
like I never had a
Yeah.
father figure. He was a really bad opioid addict. He didn't work.
Mm,
He was just kind of a piece of whatever. I won't go
for
into
sure.
detail, but I didn't
Of
like him
course.
that much, you know.
Yeah.
And Jordan Peterson is like that figure that's like his whole thing is clean your room, which is like a
Mm,
kind of a meme now, but it's
mm-hmm.
like really organize your room and
Yeah.
like get your shit together, start showering. And like he talks about Pareto distribution, which is interesting because 20%, this is like across the board, like for
Mm,
almost everything, it's 20% of people make 80% of the money. Like in
yeah.
the hip hop industry and the rock industry, 20% make
Mm,
80% of the money, which I think is,
yeah.
I just would never guess that. That's so weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's very true in all industries for sure. Like even in engineering, you know, because it's like, I mean, they're still making a lot of money just being regular engineers, but you know, the people that are making the real engineering money, it's a small population of them at the
Yeah,
higher levels. So,
I know two six figures. I want to say chemical, no, not mechanical, something else. But they're both doing good. They got houses and stuff, you know.
mm.
They're my age. It's so weird.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know fair amount of those. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. A
right.
lot of my colleagues from college, they're all living their life, getting married, having kids, like having houses and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be an actor, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, dude, that's
yeah.
good though, because you have a craft to focus on, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And I
like
take it super, super seriously. So
good, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a second. I just want to
for
mention
sure.
this because I'm so vain. I'm with myself, but like I don't know, because I love comedy and music, and I've written a little bit of comedy, and I've made a
Mm.
pretty good amount of music. It's all trash, but like
Uh,
I
Hey
got
man,
I
if you
got the
like it, that's all that matters, man.
dude. The comedy, I think I could like. I think is good, but also like there's like Little Dicky, right? Like
Yeah, 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 I know a little
he
Dicky.
does
Yeah,
like funny rap, you
yeah, he
know?
does parody rap. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
I think I could do some shit like that.
I think so
Hopefully.
too, man. Yeah, I mean, like since like I've met you, like I think the first time I met you was Brian. Can I say people's names? Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Okay,
good.
it was like
Brian's the
Brian
shit.
Bill's for sure. Yeah, he's in Colorado too, right?
And now he moves.
Oh, he moved. Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
He's
gotcha.
in Washington now.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I met you was during his birthday. It was like you, me, and then one other person, and then Brian, and we were just chilling at his house, like playing Halo or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever met you, and like I was just like, yo, you're such a dope dude. And like you were super funny and super laid back, and you still are. And I mean, like, I just like had such a like really good impression of you like the first time I met you, and like even though we didn't talk in high school, cause like we didn't really like know each other like that.
We ran with
Um,
different cliques.
yeah, exactly. Super different cliques. But like ever since like I met you that first time, like you were just like straight up like super nice, very opening and inviting to me. And I was just like, this guy is really dope. And like I mess with him even if we don't talk,
I
you know? So
appreciate that, man. And that's
yeah,
reciprocal for you, dude. It's the same thing. I absolutely
for
feel the
sure.
same way about you. Like, because we, like you said, we were never like super tight in high school. We were never
No.
like, we were never doing anything crazy. But like
Mhm.
we met each other here or there. But like, I don't know, just like we have a lot in common though too. Because did you say you watch anime?
Yeah, man. Yeah, love
Okay.
anime.
Oh,
I got into it in
duh.
college actually. So
Oh,
yeah.
so are you kind of new to it still?
Kind of, yeah, kind of new, but like I've watched a fair amount since like I started. So
Okay.
but yeah.
You seen Hunter x Hunter or no?
Yeah, I just finished up Hunter x Hunter like during quarantine.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh, fucking loved it, dude.
Dude, I
One of
have a
my
bunch of
favorites.
yo, I'll send you some stickers. I got some extra stickers.
Oh, for sure.
I have Kahlua and Hisoka right here on my fucking
Oh, that's
dashboard.
yo fucking Hisoka. I can't. That
Yeah.
dude is
Yo, he's one of
ridiculous.
my favorite villains of all time. The fact that he
He
just
is.
fucking dude, he fucking the way that he wants people to be as strong as possible so he can
Hmm.
fight them. That is
Exactly.
so cool.
It's like he's like the bad version of Goku, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, literally.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and
Because
he's got the
both of them just
pervert.
want people to be super strong so that they can just fight. But like
Yeah.
Hisoka has it for like bad reasons, and Goku has it because it's like he just wants people to fight with. So
Yeah, Goku wants to save the world. Hisoka is just
yeah.
like whatever, neutral chaos or whatever those memes are. Like he's
Oh,
fucking
for
crazy.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, he is like chaotic chaos for sure. Yeah.
Dude, the thing is, and this pisses me off so much because they stopped. Like, I haven't even read the manga. I want to,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
because Crollo and Hisoka fight immediately. That's like
Yeah.
the first thing to read. Like,
Oh, damn.
which I want to read. So I've been wanting to read so bad, but like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I kind of want to wait and see if they're gonna ever fucking make another season. Like, that's like one of
I
my.
heard that they are supposed to be like making another one, but like I know this is what my roommate told me. He told me that like the creator of Hunter x Hunter, he he's going through like some depression or
He
something
has
like
really
that.
bad back pain and he has really bad
Hmm.
depression. He gets in slumps.
Yeah.
So he writes like once every month sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah, so he had to like kind of stop and put it like so he could take care of himself and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I
I
know.
like
I
hearing
hope he
that.
gets better soon, man. It's kind of selfish, like that. I hope he gets better soon, so I can,
So I
so I
can
can. Yeah, I want more
read
product.
more stuff. Yeah,
Cause, dude,
exactly.
he's brilliant. Like the Chimera Ant
He
arc and
is.
everything. Like if you, like, cause the first time I watched it, I was like, whatever. I was just blown away. But then, like,
Mm.
I've watched Hunter x Hunter about 5 times, like
Yeah.
since I was like
Damn.
18. Yeah, love it,
Wow.
love it.
It's
But
really good though. I love it too.
yeah, dude, like just the Chimera Ant arc, all the arcs are great, but the Chimera Ant
Mhm.
arc, there's so much like I think no, I don't know if there's biblical references, but
Uh-huh.
there's so much reference to human life and what humans are
Yeah.
like, you know?
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, like they talk a lot about like the first thing with the Chimera ants is like human enhancement, right? So that's like a huge
Right,
thing, and it's like the dealing with like, are we perfect people or not, and looking for the perfect person. And I feel
right.
like that's such a relative issue that people go through every single day because everyone wants to be perfect, but we got to realize we're not perfect.
Well, we
And
never will
like
be too, which is we
exactly,
have to strive to be the best we can. Like
exactly.
Jordan Peterson's rule is, and this is a rule that everybody has actually, is try to be better than yourself yesterday. something
Mhm.
he said, like try to be you're better than yourself yesterday. It makes sense, but like
Yeah,
something he said that really stuck with me because I've been to a lot of not a lot of funerals. I've been to funerals though.
for sure.
He
Same.
said
Yeah.
you want to be the useful person at the funeral, and I had to think about
Mhm.
that, and I was like, that makes sense because my uncle Robbie was like the guy. He was like everybody was going to him. He was
Mhm.
fixing everything, arranging everything, and it's like you want to be that person. You want to have your shit
Mhm.
together like that, you know? And
Yeah,
like I don't know, that's something that I want to strive for and strive to be because I don't know, it's just like hmm, I don't know, it's important to be able to help others, you
it
know?
is. Yeah. And like the biggest part about helping others is like helping yourself first. It's a weird like contradicting concept,
Totally
but
paradoxical.
exactly.
Paradoxical? Yeah, but
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
Um
yeah, it's like the big thing because it's like you can't really help other people unless you've taken care of yourself because then you're a damaged person helping more damaged people and it
that
becomes just very like negative, super. Oh,
lived there my whole life, buddy. I've been doing
I feel
better
you, man.
now,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah, same.
you're absolutely correct, you know?
Mhm.
But like I mean that's literally why I moved out of Danbury is because
For
there's too
sure.
much there's too much heroin and there's too much like
Mhm.
people are just dropping fucking dead left and right. It was horrible.
Yeah, and I mean, especially like it's tough to get away from those old friend groups, right? It's
It's
really
hard as
hard to
hell.
get away.
It's especially when they have something that you love, like hair.
Exactly.
I'm 3 months and 3 years and like 4 months. Oh, I'm 4 months clean. 3 years, four
Hey,
months.
congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks, man. But
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, it's a start. But I'm lucky. It's because I moved out of Colorado. I came to Colorado. I found heroin again for like two
Mm,
years, and then I was lucky enough to get off it and not be on methadone and Suboxone. So
mm.
I'm clean from all that stuff. Thank God. You know.
That's great, man. I'm super happy to hear that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just do you have any vices or not really?
I mean, we all have vices for sure,
Yeah.
Like I definitely have vices for sure. I mean, like uh I mean, so like mine are a lot more like mental vices for sure. I'd say rather than like physical things because I don't really get addicted to things. I'm very experimental and I try a lot of different stuff
You don't have an addictive
in my life.
personality?
I do have an addictive personality, definitely. But
Okay.
when it comes to physical things, right, like supplements or something like that, like drinking or smoking or like drugs, it's like for some reason I can turn it off for myself, like mentally. And that stuff, it's like I can just like drop it like just drop it really quickly.
How
But
how do you think, sorry to interject, how do you think
no,
you
go ahead.
got that? Do you think that that's like inherited or is that like nature versus nurture?
I
How do you
think
think that happened?
I think it's because of like seeing a lot of the environment I grew up around. I mean, we both grew up in Danbury, and it's like I have family members who dealt with a lot of different types of issues, and seeing it myself growing up, it's like I just knew that mentally, like I wanted to be in a different place there when it came to like relying on those things for my own happiness.
Right.
So like when I was younger, I was a very straight edge kid, like in high school and stuff like that, like super straight edge, like didn't touch anything. I was like super pure, had a purity ring, like I was pure boy, right? And then I
Literally?
went to yeah, literally like super pure.
Gotcha.
Um,
Are
and
you, is your family religious? Sorry to keep interjecting.
no, it's fine. Yeah. My family is very religious. I mean, in Filipino culture in general, like it's a very strong Catholic presence.
I
So
knew you were fucking I
very,
was
very
gonna ask if
Catholic.
you were Filipino. I knew that shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm Filipino and then like with a little Chinese trickled in me. But yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, super my family's very religious.
Okay.
And but that
And
wasn't even the reason. Like I think I was more fearful like when I was younger, because of like seeing what it did to like family members and like close friends of mine. I mean, like I went to elementary school in the Ridge,
yeah,
like and like all of my friends from the Ridge, it's like you're either like really well off or you're really like in the
there's
ghetto,
no in
the
between.
projects. There's no in between,
Yes,
exactly. So
yes.
it was like really weird growing up because it's like I saw my friends who were like very like straight edge, rich, all this stuff, but then like my other friends ended up like joining gangs or like got killed or something like that,
Horrible
arrested,
shit.
and it's terrible. So it
Yeah.
was like I saw a mix of both, and it just caused me to be very fearful when I was younger. So I didn't touch any of that stuff. But then when I went to
That's
college, I experimented a lot,
gotcha.
and
That's the time to
that
do it though.
it kind of is.
From what I've heard,
Like,
I went to college. I got the college experience without going to college because I hung out with all
uh-huh,
the college kids. But
for sure.
just because Brian Bill was out here, I met everybody.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was your homie. So
yeah, he's
yeah,
the homie.
and like I'd say it is to an extent, but it depends on your mental state. I would
Totally,
say. So like if you're not like mentally prepared to experiment, like it's gonna be hard to experiment, and it's gonna be hard to get out of those habits and stuff.
dude. I have some
You know,
mushrooms. I have some mushrooms that I've had for like 3 or 4 months, and it's like I'm just
Mhm.
waiting for the right time to experiment
For
because
sure.
like there's a time and place for everything, and like I do not want to be in a bad spot on a mushroom trip.
No, you definitely don't want to, like,
Yeah,
because that's just how you're gonna get like derailed for sure.
hundred
You know?
percent, hundred
Yeah.
percent.
So it's like a lot of it is like mentality when you're like experimenting with drugs and everything like that. So it's but like I think the reason why I'm like able to cut off like my addictive personality for like drinking and smoking or whatever, um, is because like I just know that I don't need it. Like I don't need that's just the mentality. It's like I don't need this to be happy. I'm
That's
already happy in general. So
That's interesting. That is so interesting. I think Tyler is kind of in the same boat.
mhm,
Because that fascinates me. Because like, I want to, I want to get fucked up. I have I have
mhm,
something, and it's probably some kind of psychological whatever. But like, I
yeah,
like getting really messed up. I've been better recently. I've been a lot
mhm,
better recently. But like,
that's good.
yeah, it's taking a step in the right direction, but like I
Yeah.
take a shot called Vivitrol in my
Okay.
ass. They shoot it's
Mhm,
huge. It's like this long of a needle.
yeah.
Yeah. But it makes it curbs my cravings for alcohol for 28 days, which is like
Mhm.
super. It's a lifesaver.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah, I'm
As long as it
lucky.
helps you.
Yeah, I'm lucky I have communities. So, tell me about this. Tell me about this acting and what's going on in your networking. What's up?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, like, I moved out to California 3 years ago to pursue acting.
Where
And uh, oh, so I live in LA. Yeah, I live in
you lived in
LA.
LA? Or
Yeah, I still live in LA.
you
Yeah.
live in LA
So,
right now?
yeah, yeah. I live in LA County. I live in southern LA County. So I live in a place called Signal Hill right now,
Okay.
and it's like borderline of like Long Beach and Orange County. Yeah.
Is it affordable?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Really?
Like
Orange
so.
County is not cheap from
I
what I
actually
know.
when I first moved here, I actually moved to Orange County. Actually, that was the
What
first place I moved to.
was it cheap?
And so like luckily a homie of mine, he was like, "Oh, we have an extra room. If you want to stay here, you could just like stay here." So he hooked me up, and I stayed with him for like about a few months, and then his landlord offered me to like come like live there and stuff because no one else was getting the house, like the room in the house,
Damn, that's
and it was like
nice.
$500 a month.
What with
Yeah.
utilities?
Oh yeah, with utilities and stuff. Yeah. So that was like a super dope deal. But I didn't take it because my uncles, who live in LA, they like offered me. They're like, "Oh, you can come live with us for free if you don't want to like pay."
Do you have
So
nice
I was just
houses?
like, it was the house I was living in before was better than
Yeah,
like what my
okay.
uncles were
I get
at.
you. I get
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, so like I moved and chilled with them, and it was like nice too, cause like I didn't really get to know them growing up because they lived in the West Coast. So yeah,
How
so
old
I lived
how
with
old
them for a little bit.
how old are your uncles that you lived with?
They're in their 40s, I believe.
Oh man, they're young.
Yeah, so they're young. Yeah, I think they're in their 40s or like late 30s.
Is your
So they're
family
they're pretty young.
Is your family all like that? Like all pretty young generationally? Like
Uh,
can I ask how old your grandma, like how old's your grandpa or grandma if they're alive?
for sure. Yeah. My grandma on my dad's side is like in her 80s, I believe.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then my grandpa on my mom's side is also in his late 80s, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah. And then my grandma on my mom's side is like I believe in her 70s. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
your your parents had you pretty young though?
No, no, they had well, no, no. I wouldn't say they had me young. They had me like when they were 30. So,
Okay. That's
yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I just in my head like my mom's 65 right now, but
Uh,
she had me when she was 40, you know.
okay, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just
Do you have
curious.
siblings and stuff?
I got a half sister and a half brother. My half sister might watch this. She's so cool. And
Okay,
I have a
awesome.
little fucking, I have a bunch of nephews and nieces and shit, and it's
Mm,
great.
that's great, man. That's great.
It's nice,
Yeah,
dude. Family's important. I'm learning family's important.
family is super important for sure. But it's also like important to realize like sometimes you just need to make sure you know who has your back, right? And
Totally.
everything like that. Because like sometimes we can be blinded by our love, right? So
Totally.
we just got to make sure we keep that present there. But just know who we love and who we trust, and trust that. So
That's
uh,
important, man.
yeah, it is. It's definitely important. But yeah, so I moved out here to LA like 3 years ago,
Okay.
and and then decided to pursue acting,
Okay.
and did like couch hopping for a while, and after I lived with my uncles, and then
When you
lived in
were,
my car for a little bit.
you lived in
Um,
your, how long did you live in your car for?
it wasn't that long because luckily homies like were like, oh yeah, our room opened up in our place, so you can like come live with us.
Man, you sound
So
like you got some good homies.
yeah, no, I got really blessed with the people I met out here.
The people you're
Like
affiliated with.
they like all these people are people I basically met in California, except for the first person that hooked me up. But they've been super helpful. They've been super like loving and open to me, and I really appreciate them because without them, I definitely wouldn't still be here. Like I would have been back in Connecticut for sure.
That's
Um,
amazing, man. God, I know. Whenever, sorry to interject again,
no, go
but
ahead. Yeah.
God, whenever I just get out of here and I look at Colorado, like I might send you a picture of my fucking like view, honestly, because from
Mhm.
my view, like I look out and it's just mountains. It's like it's
That's awesome.
beautiful. I try to
Yeah,
like I try to practice gratitude because it's so important, you know?
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really important to be grateful for like what you have around you, the people in your life, and just also being grateful for yourself, right? So that's like a huge thing as well.
Totally. Yeah, practicing self-gratitude is hard.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing for me too, I'd say. Like that's like my biggest vice, I would probably say. I'm like way too harsh on myself, and that's like kind of what causes the depression a lot for me, because I'm way too critical. So,
I think I might be in the same boat as you with that.
for sure.
Um,
Yeah.
because it's so easy to be hard on yourself, and it's like
Mhm.
so habitual too. It's like I'm a piece of shit. I'm never gonna do this. I can't do
Mhm.
this. I'm not
Mhm.
doing what I want to do. Whatever it is that you're doing.
Exactly.
It's like I'll
Mhm.
never be enough, and it's like
Yeah, there's
you
so
need
many different types of thoughts,
yeah, you
like
need
that can
to
cause you to go down that road.
totally. Yeah, I think yeah, you need something. And I don't know what I've realized too recently is like having something to look forward to is like so important. Like even this podcast, I
Mhm.
was like, shit, I get to do a podcast with
Exactly.
Aerrol, and it's like it's we get to do something, you know.
No, it's
Whatever the fuck,
awesome.
whatever happens, I'll put it on whatever Facebook and YouTube, wherever the fuck I want to
For
put
sure.
it.
Yeah, man.
But like it'll be good, dude. Like the first podcast I put out, like it was so there's so much like reciprocation when people want to talk about mental health and depression and
Mhm.
drug abuse. And
Yeah.
you don't have too much experience with drug abuse except for your friends, right? Like abuse. I'm not talking about like use.
No, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I like I have people in my life who have dealt with it, in
Totally.
a lot of different ways, like either going through rehab or going through prison or like going, or just dealing with it with their daily life, and not
Right.
really realizing where they're at, But I try not to judge people too hard, and I just try to be there for my friends and be there for people, because as long as I know like where their heart's at, like I'll be there and I'll support them, and I'll show them that I'm there for them, and I think that that's like an important thing that we all need to do
That's
in our daily
admirable, man. Yeah,
lives.
I envy that. I hope that I can kind of lean towards that or lean into that a little
Mhm.
more.
I think you do like already, at least like from how I knew you, before back when I first met you. I mean, like you were always such uh like just a cheerful person, and like you were always smiling and stuff. So, and cracking jokes with whoever. It didn't really matter who they were. Even
Right.
if you just met them, you would just crack a joke with them. So
Right.
it's like that's something that like I looked up to when I was younger, because I didn't do that when I was a kid. But it
Right.
was like something that I always appreciated when people did it to me. So now I do it in my daily life, and that's how I've become like really close with people, and it's helped me with the networking and everything. So
100%.
yeah.
It's a win-win-win. It's just everything goes well together.
Hmm.
That's interesting because that's kind of how I'm doing with it. Marcus Figueroa?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So me and him might start a anime podcast, by the way, which
Oh, that's awesome.
we might have to have you on, dude, if
For
you want to
sure,
come
dude.
talk. Like,
Yeah, I'll definitely talk.
if we get in an anime that's like something that you're special, you know, My Hero or something you
Yeah.
like, we'll
hmm
get you in there.
For sure.
Um,
Yeah.
but he like told me all about streaming and everything. I'm actually just like what I just did when I was like doing all that dumb shit. I was
Mm.
just moving this little like this is like one of those
Your ring
this
light.
yeah, it's one of these like chick lights. Yeah, ring
For
light. That's
sure.
what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, we use it a lot in acting as well. So there you
Yeah,
go.
this one has a little thing here, and you
Oh,
can
for
put.
your phone to put in the
Yes,
middle.
sir.
That's
Aerrol,
dope.
you pick up. You're very astute. You pick up on things very quickly.
Oh, thanks, man. I
I'm
appreciate.
impressed.
I
Well, no,
appreciate that.
seriously,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like
that's
yesterday,
something.
even
Oh,
yesterday,
go ahead. Yeah.
you were like, do you need my email? And I was like, I didn't even think about it. I was like,
hmm
oh shit, like yeah, of course. Like you were on top of it, dude.
I think it's just like a lot of moments in my life with people bailing on me. So it's like I need to make sure I'm the one like making sure that everything's all checked, all the boxes are checked and stuff.
I love
So
that. I love to
yeah.
hear that, man. I really am just kind of trying to aim in that direction, and I think
You're
that's
definitely taking the right steps, dude. I mean, like I was saying before, like this podcast is like definitely a blessing, whether or not
agreed.
like you realize it or not, because it's a good mental relief, and it's also just like since you're uploading them, it's good to look back and listen to your conversation and see
So
what you're doing.
totally, and the
You know?
thing is it's gonna get better. Like, because I
It
always am
will.
like, This is shit. I shouldn't upload this." But I always upload whatever. Like, just
That's
because.
awesome.
Well, even yeah, sometimes it's just like really bad. Like, I have a 30-minute clip on Twitch that's me
Mhm.
going, "Now we're gaming, boys." While I'm texting. Well, I'm texting on my phone, and they like thought that was like a highlight for some reason. They made it a highlight. But
That's
like,
funny, man.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it confused me. But
I
like,
think it helps a lot with self gratitude,
100%.
because like I do these daily vlogs, right? Um, and they're for myself. Like I don't really care too much, like if
Are they on the
anybody watches
gram?
them. No, they're on YouTube and stuff. So I have like 100 and something vlogs just up on YouTube. I don't advertise it at all because I don't really care if anyone watches it.
Dude,
Um,
I have to hit you up. I'm a fucking
for sure.
dickhead. I want 10 followers on Twitch and then I'll be happy.
Yo, I know, like, so you can get that Twitch money coming in. I
Yeah,
feel you.
dude.
I feel you,
I just
man.
want 10 followers and then yeah, deal with that. But yeah, I'll have to text I'll have to text you. Well, first of all, a picture of view of mountains, but I want to
Definitely.
see shoot me the link for
Oh yeah,
the
I'll send you like the link of my vlogs and stuff. But I talk
yeah.
about a lot of different things on there. I've
Right.
talked about my mental health. I've talked about my depression and stuff. I've also talked
Is
about
it
like the highlights of my life as well. And
okay?
it's been interesting to just like look back and watch it because like with self gratitude, it's like I've been here for 3 years and I'd never really like felt like I've been making as much progress as I wanted to.
Right.
But then looking back at these 170 days since I started the vlog, it's like I can see how much progress I've made with my career and like with myself, like mentally. And it's been really dope to just like see that and really like reappreciate myself at the end of the day and be like, you are
Right.
doing enough. You're doing your work. You're staying focused. Like, and the days when I'm not, it's like, all right, what can I do to be better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I feel the same exact way, but I think you're in more of the probably a good direction. I'm interested to see the logs because I'm just interested to see the logs, but
For sure.
you
Yeah.
know,
Not all of them are the most entertaining things because it's a
dude,
lot of me
neither.
talking, but yeah.
It's the same thing. Neither you've seen. I don't know if you've seen some of my videos. I just have videos on
Yeah.
like YouTube or Facebook, and it's just
hmm
like me talking and like I just talk about whatever the fuck is bothering me or whatever, and
hmm
that is cathartic. Like talking about like
Yeah.
whatever bothers you.
I
But
mean,
like,
it's
dude,
important though.
yeah, and like I got this. Sorry, I'm trying to
Oh, you're cool. Yeah.
check. I got this because I got like a audio interface. So can I pull audio
Oh, okay.
interface?
Dope. Nice.
And then I got a dongle, so I got like 4 ports that I can use. I can't pull that out, but I
hmm
got a keyboard and all that shit. And it's like I have everything I need to make music, make podcasts, and more. Like there's no excuses anymore. I have Logic Pro X, like
Exactly.
I
No, I
got
get what
it.
you mean.
I got it, from a friend.
Mhm.
Sure. But
Okay.
but I got that, and then I got Final Cut too, which I want to try out because I've heard such good things, but I've also seen videos of it, and like the guy that does these videos, his name is Nerd City. I don't know if you ever
Uh-huh.
heard of him.
No,
He's
no.
he's fantastic, man. He does so in-depth videos. It's insane.
Really? That's dope.
He makes like 2 videos a year though, but they're amazing.
Okay, nice. On Final Cut and stuff or what?
I think he uses Final Cut, and he just fucking, man, he can edit, dude.
Yeah.
I need to work
That's
on that.
awesome.
I've been like, cause I'm in like making banners and shit for Twitch and like
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
things,
It's like
and I
some
just
graphic design stuff.
yeah, and I've been fucking
Mhm.
around with it, and it's like it's pretty fun, and
Mhm.
like I got my Facebook page so I can stream on Facebook now because they wouldn't let me stream
Oh.
normally, so I
Yeah, I saw
made
you posted about that the other
yeah I was
day.
pissed
Yeah.
off, dude. I was pissed
Yeah.
off. I was like, what the fuck? But they so now I have a Facebook, which I'm nervous about because it's like I don't know. It's
Mhm.
I gotta do these. It's the same thing with your vlogs. You gotta do it for yourself, you know.
Exactly. That's the most important thing, taking care of yourself, right?
Yeah,
And that's like something that I forgot what there was something that you said that like really like there's no excuses, right? So that's like a huge thing that like recently like I've had to realize for myself, because like this is something that really affected me personally, and it's like um the passing of Chadwick Boseman, right? The person who played Black Panther, right? And that was like it's just super sad in the world community for sure. It's a terrible loss because he was so talented and such a good person. But
absolutely.
hearing his story is super inspiring as well, about how he was suffering from cancer, stage 4 cancer, and he was still at the prime of his career doing productions, doing films. Like, he didn't let it stop him
That's
you know
I envy and admire mostly people like that. That's so
hmm
admirable.
exactly. And it's like, if someone like who's going through pain like that, right, can still move through his career like at the prime of his career and still like be a good example for people, it's like, why can't I try and do that? Why can't I work as hard as that person?
Why can't you work towards being an actor? Maybe have you
Mhm.
considered doing commercials?
Oh yeah, yeah. I,
Yeah,
I I had
because
an audition for one this past weekend, so
nah. Well, good
yeah.
luck with that, buddy.
Thanks, man. I
I know it's
appreciate it.
hard.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts, comedians, and they
hmm
get a lot of fucking they have to go in for try like Bobby Lee and shit. They have to go get
Oh, for
tried.
sure. Bobby Lee's podcast is
Yeah,
hilarious.
dude,
Love it.
Tiger Belly. Yeah, I knew you were Filipino because of fucking Kalila.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like for sure. Well, also because I think I've heard it. I don't know why, but your name sounds and your brother's name. You get Ampeloquio sounds fucking Filipino as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I guess so, yeah. In the Filipino culture, it's actually not a familiar name at all. So people
really.
usually think we're like Italian or something like that. Yeah.
That's so
So,
funny. Ampeloquio. That's
yeah,
fucking great.
exactly. Yeah.
That's fucking
So,
great, dude.
um, but yeah, like those podcasts are like super dope. And with comedians, it's just like with acting as well. It's like a huge challenge to like to just get your foot in the door. Like Joe Coy, one of like my big inspirations just in general. Hilarious dude, man, fucking hilarious. But he would like buy out theaters for himself, and he would be losing money, but he would be buying out theaters just so that he could perform.
Yeah, but
And
he's
even if it was like one or two people that attended, like he was like, at least he gets to perform and practice. So, but
yeah, I
now
know.
he's like one of the
Look at him
biggest comedians
now,
in the
dude.
world.
He's yeah, he's doing theaters in Hawaii, fucking
hmm
crushing it,
Exactly, dude.
crushing
It's
it.
crazy. Like, I have a couple films I've directed in production right now, in post production right now.
Sure.
And like, I've invested my own money into it, but it's like projects that I feel very passionate about, and like I feel like they have important messages that I want to get out. And I can't talk too much about it just because like I signed like I made myself like sign NDAs and stuff, and made the cast and production sign NDAs. So I don't
Good,
want to
man.
like talk too much about it. But they're very important projects to me, and I just feel like the more you can put out work that you love, just whatever it is in general, then the more productive the world can be, and the more like effective the world can be. I just feel, in my opinion, like I'm all for like doing whatever you love, right? So
Agreed.
like, even if you want to like clean toilets for the rest of your fucking life, if you love it, like, all on you, man. Like, that's great for you. I love it. But if we can all work towards doing something that we love, we'd be more efficient just in general, and like
Dude,
the world would be a happier place.
you need to
So
listen to Jordan Peterson. He talks about that. He talks about every day we're aiming individually, aiming either like closer to heaven or closer to
mm,
hell. Like
hmm.
literally, he has a self-authoring program that Tyler bought me, and
Uh-huh.
you write in 5 years where you be if you'll still be like doing the dumb shit and all the fucked up shit you're doing, and then
Hmm.
you write about like 5 years from now if you do everything right and you do all that you want, you know. So you
Hmm.
have a personal hell to get away from and kind of a heaven to shoot towards. And like
Exactly.
he just wants people, well, specifically young men, but also there's a lot of women that like him and resonate with
Of
him.
course. Yeah.
But
Hmm.
like, man, yeah, I'll send you a clip of him. He's cool.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I definitely love to check it out for sure.
Yeah, man. Your mic sounds really good for.
Oh,
Are you using that mic?
yeah, I'm using the headset over here. Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
not. That's a
Yeah.
nice headset, dude.
Thanks, man. It's a HyperX Cloud Stinger, I think that's what it's called.
Jesus.
Um, and yeah, it was like $40. It's like solid. So
$40?
$40, yeah.
That's
It is
fantastic,
super
man.
cheap, yeah.
This whole
But I use it for gaming and everything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I should probably I use well actually I don't really need to. I use this for gaming.
Mhm.
My mic stand arm is like bent completely, but
Oh, for sure.
I have two other mic stands that are like one's a regular mic stand like that you would see like in an orchestra or some shit, and the other one's like one of
Yeah.
these like little it's like a little mic stand you put on your desk. But I
Uh,
love this one. I like the arm because you can
it's
adjust it.
nice. Yeah, you can adjust it. I think you have a really good setup there yourself. So
It's nice, dude. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm good. I'm good. Like with gaming and everything, it
Hmm.
should be fun. Like the only problem is like I can't really play any games. I can't stream. Like I want to play near Automata. I don't know if you know what near is
No, no.
or Automata. It's the first game near by just called near. It's my
Is it
favorite thing.
NER or not?
NIER.
Oh, NIER.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
near. The first game is like one of my favorite games of all time, my favorite soundtrack of all time. But I want to play the second one. I tried
Hmm.
to fucking I tried to stream it and it just fucking shut down immediately. And like I tried to play Assassin's Creed like Odyssey and it just shuts
Oh,
down.
for sure.
It just shuts down my
Really?
computer because I got a 2014 computer. It's got good,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you were
got
telling me about it.
yeah, it's got good graphics and everything, but like it just can't hold up, I don't think. But I can play. It's cool. I can play at least The Witcher, which is nice. I love The Witcher 3.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I never played through it fully, but one of my homies bought it for me for my birthday like a few years ago.
it's great.
And
Oh,
I played
dude.
through a little bit, but didn't get to play through the whole thing because I
Yeah,
moved to California. So
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a big move. I didn't know you were out there for so long. I have this.
Yeah.
I just got I just got a what is it? Ethernet cable, which
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So you
helped.
can help with the connection, like
Yeah,
direct
so
connection and
much.
stuff.
And I got my
Yeah.
VPN and everything, so I can go on my sites, and get my stuff,
For
whatever
sure.
that may
Nice.
be. But
For sure.
it's interesting going in the dark web. But I got this little.
Oh, dope. That's a nice controller, dude. That is a really nice controller. Oh, you changed the lights and shit.
Yeah, turn it off.
Damn.
Red, green, blue, purple. I like purple. And
Yeah.
then if you go to here, it just changes colors. It's
Oh, that's so
simple.
dope.
Dude,
That's
yeah,
so
but
dope.
I haven't had a controller, so like now I finally
Mhm.
have one I can play some games, which is nice.
Nice. That's awesome,
Really
dude.
nice. Yeah.
Like, I was trying out Twitch and stuff like that, but like I can't, my laptop can't handle like when I do multiplayer games and stuff. So I play like a lot of Warzone with my friends.
Is that like
So,
a FPS?
yeah, it's Call of Duty. Yeah, so Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh, COD
Um,
Wars. Okay.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that the
So
new
it's
one
like,
that has the battle royale or the
yeah, the
newish
battle
one?
royale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
exactly.
know the
Yeah,
one. I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So I play that a lot with my friends, like basically like every day. And I was like, oh, why don't I just like stream it? But my laptop can't handle it when I like stream and play at the same time.
That's the
So
thing.
there's like an insane amount of lag.
Me too. Yeah, and my ping goes down, which like I don't know what that means, but I know like I want lower latency and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel you though. What kind of laptop are you working? Are you on a laptop right now?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop right now. Yeah. No,
What
it's a
is it?
solid laptop. It's a Republica Gamers laptop. It's a really good one. I actually got it for video editing and not for games, but now I play games, so it's like, yeah.
You do both?
Um, now I do. Yeah, I bought this laptop like I think a year or two ago. But so I could use Adobe Premiere, so I could edit my videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then like since quarantine happened, I started like playing games again because there's nothing else to do.
Dude,
And yeah.
me too. Sorry, I wanted to bring this up though too. Right here,
Mhm.
there's like these little, let's see, little switches,
Okay, yeah.
and it makes it either lighter or worse. And then there's these two buttons on the inside.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. What does that
Yeah,
do?
you can program them to do anything.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
so like extra bumper pads or something like that?
yeah.
Oh, that's
If
super
you
dope,
want
man.
to, like, if you want, yeah, if you have to bring out a scope, or if you have to, whatever, bring out a fucking rifle or so, whatever you're
Yeah.
playing, like, yeah,
Hmm.
I haven't programmed anything yet, man, but I'm excited because, like, I think my game that I'm going to be streaming is Borderlands 2, probably.
Borderlands? Yeah, I've seen you
Yeah,
streaming it a couple times, yeah. That's dope.
it's fun, man, and like I said, I got all this shit. I have so much shit on that I have to sell, or that I should.
For sure.
I don't have to sell, but I'm trying to. Like, I'm trying to sell this Audio Technica turntable, and it's like.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to sell it for like 75 bucks because it works, and they
Uh-huh.
cost 180 bucks when you bought them, so I think that's kind of a
Uh,
fair price.
for
But
sure, drop
like,
it down half, yeah.
but like, yeah, I don't know. I think it'll sell to you. I had this fucking. So this is a little inside thing on eBay.
Good.
On
Mm.
eBay, people will take your. They will offer you. Well, first of all, they'll offer you if you like a $20 product, they'll offer you $100. So you text them. You text them,
Mm.
and they tell you to get them gift cards, and you get them. You're
Mm.
supposed to give them gift cards, and then
Okay.
whatever happens, you give them the gift cards, and then they refund the thing, and you lose all the money. Like, I guess is a scam.
Oh, what the heck?
But
Jeez.
there's also gaming, real gaming, legit gaming, like thing, shops. God,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
No, you're cool,
Yeah,
man. Don't worry
there's
about
gaming,
it.
there's gaming shops though, and what happens is they'll offer, say, because I had a $45 offer. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I made it $45, and then they offered me $25. I declined, and then they offered me $27, and I declined, and now
Mm.
finally I think somebody's gonna buy it. They already
Okay.
they already paid. It looks like it's sold. Oh, one of them sold, and then a game that I sold is I'm awaiting payment. This other guy fucking paid for everything. He paid like 60 bucks,
Mm.
$46 for the system. Anyway, that's my eBay insight real quick.
For sure.
Sell things on eBay, everybody. Also give me things, or let me buy your stuff so I can sell it for more money. Thank you.
That's the strat, right? That's the strat,
Dude,
man.
I'm telling you, yeah. Like, I've had friends that are just like want to get rid of. Like, I was with Brian Bill, and he was like, he found an
Mm.
iPod, like at like when it's not construction, at his like moving junk job,
Uh-huh.
his moving
Yeah.
job, and I found he found an old iPod Nano, and dude, like iPod Nanos are worth like $120. It's insane.
Yeah. Damn, that's
Yeah,
wild. Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And then I
Are
have
they
all
even
these.
functioning? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah.
know, you know how Apple, like, every, like, few years when a new product comes out, they start, like, making their old products
Just go away.
dysfunctional?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the iPods seem to stay okay.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. God, but yeah, I got like a. You don't need a speaker system, do you?
Me? No,
Yeah.
yeah, I have a, what's it called? Surround sound system over here
Fair
at my
enough.
house. Yeah.
I got two monitors and a subwoofer,
Mm.
but and a bunch of books. But
No,
yeah,
for sure. It's like,
what
it's
size
smart though
shoe?
to just, what is that?
Sorry, what size shoe are you? I know I just derailed
Oh,
everything.
no, you're fine. It's a like a size 8.5, I think. Yeah, I haven't
Okay,
bought shoes in forever. Yeah,
cool. Sorry,
yeah,
go
I got
say.
small feet.
Yeah, say what you're gonna say.
um, no, it's smart to just like sell stuff that like you're not using anymore and all this stuff like
Well,
that. Because it's like,
I went to Goodwill, and then I went
uh,
to Goodwill online because they have auctions online. Goodwill
yeah,
does, and then I
mm,
try to get that and make. I try to flip money, and on eBay I should start trying to do that too because I
mm,
sell everything on eBay, but like I don't really buy on eBay, but it would probably
uh,
be like a good idea. But like, yeah,
yeah,
dude, I need to start just because I don't have a car or anything, but like
mm,
I need to just I don't know, like my eBay is maybe like I just got an eBay confirmed sale. But yeah, I don't know. I got all this shit, and I can walk it down to my local eBay, and then we have a store called the Arc
mm,
here, and it's so dope. They sell like everything that they have is used, and it's so good. Like everything's
damn,
like dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, so I'm
Like,
trying that.
nice. I mean, like, everyone's on their grind, right? Just like to stay stable and stuff. I remember one of the biggest things that definitely saved me was like Uber, like doing Uber and everything like that.
First, Tyler did
So
the same thing.
yeah, man. It's a solid buck,
Yeah, I know.
for
I've been to Uber drivers. I talked to them, and they're like pretty happy with their pay.
yeah, no, it is. It is. It's
What
it's
kind of
like
whip?
it's
What do you whip?
oh, just a Honda Civic, because I knew that I
Nice,
was gonna be driving Uber and stuff. So it's like I'm not gonna spend money on an expensive car. Plus, I want something that's gas mileage efficient and all this stuff
dude.
like
Your
that,
Civic
gas
is
efficient.
also extremely easy to replace parts, like cheap to
Exactly.
replace
Super
parts.
cheap to
What
replace.
year did
Yeah.
you get?
2012. Yeah.
Nice. That's a good year.
Yeah.
That's like a
It's
good
a good year.
year.
Yeah. And I
It,
basically got it brand new too. No mileage on it.
is it
So,
standard or is it automatic?
oh, it's automatic. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What color?
No. Oh, it's a white Honda
Nice.
Civic. Yeah.
Nice,
So,
man.
and usually they're cheaper, I think, when they're white. So, yeah. But
That makes sense.
yeah, I think it's because of like they get dirty easier and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Totally.
Um,
Everything shows.
yeah.
Yeah, but a clean
But
white car looks good, dude.
it looks really good, yeah. Like when I bought it, right? I thought I was like so cool because like in the East Coast, no one drives white cars because of all the snow and the rain and all stuff like that, right? So I
Correct.
was like, oh man, I'm gonna get a white car. It's gonna be so dope. But everyone out here in California drives white cars, and as soon as I stepped out the lot with my car, I was like on the highway, and there were like four other like white sedans next to me, and I was like, I look like a
Fuck.
basic ass fucking person right
God damn it.
now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. The East Coast will do that too, dude.
Yeah, but it's that car saved my life. I mean, like, so I
Yeah,
mean, I lived in it for a little bit, so yeah.
are you leasing it?
No, no, no. I bought it, so
Nice. Good for you. That's
yeah,
the way to go.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I don't. Depending on like where you're at in life, like leases aren't the most financially proper thing to do. Depending on where you're at.
I
If
have
you have the
like
money to lease, like, do it. But if you don't have the money to lease, like, just buy a car and
I
like.
always buy used car. Every car I bought is used. I plan on buying
Mhm.
used cars the rest of my life. Like fuck it.
Yeah, dude.
I bought all my cars actually with cash.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
yeah.
That's
Not
nice. I
that
mean, like, use.
they weren't expensive. It was like a 2002 Hyundai, whatever it was. It was a little standard car. It was
Mhm.
like 2 grand. And then I
For
got my
sure.
I got my Subaru Forester that was 4,500, and then it got totaled because this kid smashed into it, and I got like
Damn.
$4,700 back from like the insurance, and
Yeah.
like I spent it all on heroin, like in such a short.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
Mhm.
I'm so because I forget how bad things were. Do you do that when you like when you think about your real bad depression? Like do you
Yeah.
like
No,
yeah.
I think about it a lot. I think about it like a lot. Like in college, I was super depressed. And it was a
Why? Do
tough
you know?
time.
Do you have any idea why?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I know why. It's like growing up, my parents' opinion meant a lot to me. And so like after my freshman year, it was like the first time I didn't get like straight A's in my life. In college, it's such first world problem, right? Like super insignificant. But
What's
like
your
my
GPA?
parents, when during that first year,
Yeah.
it was like a three something. So
What?
like it
That's
wasn't.
fucking fun. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's
no,
fine.
exactly. It wasn't. It's not bad, but my parents were super critical on me.
Of course, yeah.
And like I told my dad about like my plan. I wanted to do a master's, a PhD, and stuff like that. And he was like, he was just like, don't even think about it. With your GPA, you can't get into a program like that. And it
Jesus.
really like crushed my spirits a lot.
That's not
So
very inspirational.
yeah, yeah. My dad, he's like a very like realistic person, and he tells it to you how it is. At least how he thinks it is.
I get
Um,
that.
which I mean, in hindsight, I appreciate it
It,
because like I wouldn't have realized that I wanted to do acting, you know. Um, but it really crushed me in my sophomore year. I like got really deep into like drinking and like not going to classes and stuff like that, and I almost got kicked out of college because yeah, it was like really bad.
where
Uh,
were you going to college?
I went to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute up in upstate New York. Um, so it's a completely engineering school basically, and yeah.
Is it a hard school to get into?
uh, well, I guess like it's really popular in the engineering community. So like when people hear I come from that school, like they're like, oh, like you must be really smart, something like that. But I honestly don't really know. I know that like, our reputation was like the MIT rejects basically. So if you didn't get
Gotcha.
into MIT, you got into this school.
That's still not a bad like reject thing to be though. You know,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
you sound well. You're very you can articulate your thoughts and your emotions very well. You know,
Thanks, man.
you're very cogent, cohesive person.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do
Yeah,
appreciate that. I
yeah.
mean, I try
No,
to. I try to hold conversation as best as I can.
I
So
feel it's hard sometimes, man.
yeah, exactly. No, it can be difficult. But yeah, that like really stooped me into like a huge depression, and like I got out of it when um I like I just I realized I wanted to do acting, and I talked about it with my mom, and she was like super supportive. And I started doing gigs in college, like for TV shows or whatever, just like extra work and stuff.
Really,
Um, yeah, and then when I graduated, I just like, I was just like, because my mom was she told me, just finish this degree. You're almost done. You're halfway there, right? So might as well just finish it, and you have it as a backup. So I was like, it makes sense. And as soon as I
absolutely.
graduated, I basically just like packed my bags, and well, I had a bad breakup, and then I packed my bags and moved to California.
Bad
So
breakup with a lady.
yeah, yeah, with my ex-girlfriend, yeah.
Gotcha.
But
That's
you
no
know,
fun.
that was it was like the only thing keeping me in the East Coast. So then like after that happened, it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna move on with my life and I'm gonna go pursue my dreams. So
Dude, that's the same. That's funny. I can relate to that. That's
mhm.
because like once my dad died, like it was like there was no reason to be there, like on the East Coast. Like so
Mhm.
we just I got my mom out here and like it's been like pretty good ever since. But like yeah, like there's I can relate to that, like not having a reason to stay there anymore, you know? Like
Yeah, exactly.
and like I don't I do not like New England. You know, I'm not a big fan of
Mhm.
it.
I'm
People
not a
are
huge fan either.
people are too aggressive. It's just too much, dude.
It's yeah, the weather, the people. Like, I mean, honestly, after living in California for a while, it's like I kind of missed the
Mm,
aggressiveness
yeah,
and the
but
straightforwardness
I could
because
see that. People
in
are
Cali,
honest.
there's a lot of yeah, people are super honest in the East
Yeah.
Coast, so you know how people feel about you.
100%.
Whereas here in Cali, it's like, you gotta play the games, man. You
Snakes,
gotta play the games.
dude, it's the game. I don't know. Have you ever played Dragon Age Inquisition?
No, no, never played it. No,
Dude,
I've heard of the game. Yeah.
it's the same thing. Yeah, it's like the game. It's a bunch of in there. It's a bunch of like fucking duchess and dukes and shit. But the thing is, they're
Mhm.
all like trying. They're all trying to outwit each other, you
I
know. And
see.
that's how
Yeah.
fucking LA, from what I've heard, is like.
It is, yeah, it is. Like, luckily, like when I first moved here, my friends that I live with, they were like, "Hey, just like as a heads up, people are gonna be really friendly to you, right?" And like that's awesome, but just be careful because people can be really fake. So don't take anything like for granted out here, or like take everything with a grain of salt here,
100%.
So yeah.
Some of those people probably have good intentions, but the majority of people, well, I don't want to say the majority because I don't know. I'm not out there. I've been to Santa
Hmm.
Monica and Newport,
Yeah,
I've been to San Diego,
for sure.
and like I've talked to people and shit, and some people are like super fake, but some people like I've met out there were pretty like real. And I hate the word like real and fake. I don't really like.
Hmm.
I wish we had something different than that, you know.
Yeah,
But that's all. That is what we have.
yeah,
But
I get what you mean though.
yeah, I met some genuine people out there though, and that was like
Hmm.
unexpected for sure.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
there definitely are really genuine people. Like, I mean, like my friends, super genuine. They
right,
help me out when I really needed it. So
right.
it's like there are definitely genuine people out here, but you just need to be cautious with like who you let into your life, and who you let information out to, because people can take advantage of that information like so easily out here. So
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the whole thing, dude. Yeah, you guys, yeah, blackmail. So that's I would suck out there because I like to talk to people, not like strangers
Same.
necessarily, but like I'm very honest. Like I'm overly honest almost. You know.
Yeah, I get what
Um.
you mean. Yeah, I'm pretty much an open book with people too. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That can
I
be. That's a good and a bad thing, though.
It is, yeah. I mean, like I've met a lot of my friends like in random places, like a gas station or like a supermarket, or
Sure.
yeah, like that's how I've made friends with people. Like I was at a gas station, picking up cigarettes with a buddy of mine, and we were just walking there from a party, and I was wearing this like denim jacket that my brother bought me. It has like these like fucking things that drop down. It's like it's pretty intense, like Jimi Hendrix. And
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. It's super extra, but it has personality. And this person was at the gas station like with his friends, and then he was like, "Yo, I love your jacket," and I was like, "Oh, I appreciate that." And he's like, "Yo, you seem like a cool person. Let me get your contact." And I was just like, "For sure." And then we ended up talking, and he's like some sort of like fashion designer for like LA Fashion Week and everything like that.
Holy
Um,
shit.
and he's like a really dope dude, and I still keep in contact with him. He's a nice guy.
That's so
So
dope, man.
yeah.
I've
So it's like
only
you never know when you can meet people that will like be beneficial to you or like be friendly to you, like genuinely. So
that's the best kind of relationship is mutual benefit, like mutual
hmm
beneficial,
benefit,
mutual,
mutual benefit. Yeah.
yeah, having a mutual benefit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you both like, because like I have a friend like this dude Bo, who's gonna be on the podcast eventually. He's 29. He
For
can
sure.
paint like a motherfucker. He
Oh,
can,
that's the dude that you like keep talking about in
dude.
advertising, right? I
Yeah,
actually I followed him on Instagram because his
yeah,
art's
hell
really
yeah.
dope.
His art's fucking. I think it's dope. It's a like unique style I've never
Yeah, no,
seen
I think it's
before.
really good too. Yeah.
Yeah, but he also, dude, he can like produce like beats like
hmm
insane. Like he can make
Yeah.
EDM music and he can make hip hop beats like insane. He can draw.
Damn.
He can do fucking everything. But he's like
hmm
kind of like a mentor and somebody that I met here. And it's like I'm realizing how important it is to have people like that out here. You know,
It is. You know, you surround yourself with people who inspire you, right? And
100%.
then that way you're lifting yourself up while they're also lifting themselves up. You know, you rise up together, which is awesome. You know, it's going back to like your question earlier, like about like networking, right? And like during the quarantine and stuff, a lot of us are inactive actors because, you know, production sets are shut down and everything like that,
I hear
right?
about that. Isn't there? Sorry to interject yet again.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Isn't there like a season where it's like everybody gets acting gigs like
Oh, pilot
January?
season. Yeah,
Yeah,
pilot
yeah, yeah.
season. Yeah, yeah. So pilot season is coming up right now. So people are prepping for pilot season, getting
Are
their
you?
headshots and demo reels. Yeah, so I'm getting all that stuff together.
Fuck yeah.
Been talking with casting directors and everything. And so, but during the quarantine, beginning of quarantine, a lot of people didn't know what to do. So, and I didn't know what to do either. So I just like hit up every single person that I met, whether it was through Uber, through like production sets, through whatever, you know, anyone that I knew was an actor or interested in acting. And I just set up a group together of people and just sent them free resources for, you know, acting, either acting gigs or like acting webinars or something like that, just so that everyone can continue learning and continue like working on their craft while there's nothing happening for us. And it's been really dope because they've been very, reciprocative of it. I don't know the words, but they've been
Yeah, reciprocative.
yeah, yeah. So they've like received it very well, and they've also sent me gigs as well and sent me opportunities. And it's been a really dope thing because I've been seeing a lot of success coming from these people. Like one of them got booked for a Netflix gig, another one got booked for an Amazon Prime gig, you know, and it's really dope. And it's just awesome being surrounded by these people and like, you know,
That's
talking with them and them talking with me and just sharing our stories and stuff. So it's really cool.
that's I'm super happy to hear that. It sounds like you got a good network kind of going on. And
Yeah,
yeah, it sounds like you got it sounds like you got the right people in your life, you know, which is
definitely.
important.
Definitely. And all this happened within like the last 6 months. Like before these last 6 months, I was kind of like, I was just taking classes and not really sure of what to do. But then in the last 6 months, I've learned so much and I've grown so much with my career. And I definitely see, now I can finally see like the real outline of what I need to do to get to where I want to be, you know, and it's going to take some time for sure. But like, you know, in the next like 3 or 5 years, I can definitely see myself like doing something, you know. Uh,
Good. So you're
yeah.
having that's great because Jordan Peterson, go back to him. You know, like when you're in
Mhm.
crisis mode, you take it day by day. Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm 18 days clean from alcohol. Like
Nice, man.
yeah, I'm just trying to be
Mhm.
nice, like easy on myself, and not be like you're a piece of you know. Not, I try to get out of that like negative
Yeah,
mental
the negative
talk.
mentality.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it's easy, you know.
Yeah.
Like you can criticize yourself endlessly. Like you can
Mhm.
criticize anything endlessly.
Exactly.
And like it's just not good for me. So I've just been trying to like bounce back, do the podcast, like having a
Mhm.
schedule to do something, you know. And
Yeah.
it's been fucking, I don't know, man. It's been good. I think this is going well, by the way.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I really
Yeah.
think so too. You know,
Ha-
I enjoy talking with you and catching up with you
have
too.
you done a pod? I enjoy talking with you too. Have you ever
Mhm.
done a pod?
No, this is my first time doing a podcast with somebody. So
Nice.
yeah. So I
Nice.
appreciate the opportunity to be on it.
Dude,
So
my pleasure. Yeah, thank you for coming
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I've like
Well,
talked about it with a couple other friends and stuff like that. But we never made like official plans and stuff. So I'm really glad that I could be on this one with you. So
yeah,
yeah.
dude, me too. And yeah, I mean, me too. It's good. And I'm glad to hear about your acting. So,
Yeah.
does your friend group like is it mostly people around our age or are you 25?
Yeah, I'm 25 also, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but like it's people ranging in a lot of different groups. Like I've met people in that acting resource group that I've set up. Like there are some of them are in their early 20s, whereas some of them are like in their 40s. So it's like a really large group of people, and like you know, I'm just all about just trying to help just trying to help whoever needs help. You know,
Totally.
so it doesn't
That's your
matter
thing.
like
That's your thing though, isn't it? Is helping people?
yeah, exactly.
Does
That's why I'm doing like acting and everything because I want to help people. So
I got a question. Is that because I know a lot of people that do things for certain reasons. Like my friend told me my friend, my buddy Grant, I still
mhm.
talk to him, and he's like one of my really good friends. And like,
Yeah.
he was like, I was like, dude, thanks for like talking to me, blah blah. Blah. Like, it's really great to talk to you. And he was like, dude, I talk to you because it helps me, you know.
Hmm.
So like, do you think you have that kind of? Does it help you when you talk to people and help them out?
Uh, I don't know necessarily if it does
Okay,
help me. In all honesty, I I just do it because I mean it's just like the right thing. I don't want to say like right or wrong or anything like that, but in my head it's like it's just what should be done, you know?
right,
Like it's just I don't know, it's like a habit, I guess, of just helping people.
totally.
Um, and like in all honesty, I try not to like look for anything in return when I help people.
Right.
Because I just feel like putting positive energy out there in the world is healthy for like just us as people,
It's
you know?
necessary.
And it's super necessary, exactly. And the
Yeah.
thing is like everybody has potential, you know? And this is something that I truly believe everybody has potential, you know?
I would agree with
And
that statement.
it's all just like it's all just knowing what your potential is and knowing where you want to go with it, right?
Totally. That's why there's
So
people that are so unhappy, I think, is because they were
mhm,
doing the wrong thing. Like,
exactly.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying like working at King Supers, like you don't have King Supers there, do you?
No, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Safeway?
Safeway. Yeah, I know Safeway.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's like a
so
grocery store, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
we'll just say Safeway, yeah.
For sure.
You know, like I worked at a Safeway in the produce department, and it's like brutal, and it's like, but you meet a lot of great people at work, like, and that's what I'm looking forward
Hmm.
to because I just applied as a barista. I don't think I'm gonna get the job. I applied
Oh, for
as a
sure.
lot of things, but
Uh,
um, it's whatever though, because I got all this shit to sell, which is fine, you know, it's
yeah.
cool,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I'm just
I agree with you though. You know, it's like I think it's important to experiment with a lot of different types of things. You
That's
know, and a lot of
it.
different
That's
types of
what it
jobs.
is. That's what it
You
is.
know.
Streaming,
Hmm.
comedy, gaming,
Yeah,
you know,
because you
whatever.
figure out what it is that you like and what you don't like, right? And this is
Right.
something I learned from like listening to Kevin Hart in the podcast, right? I
Kevin
think
Hart's the
it was
shit.
on is
Rogan?
the shit, man. Yeah,
Rogan?
yeah, I think it was on Rogan,
I
yeah.
seen his clips.
Um, and he was like basically like Joe Rogan was like, how do you constantly just do stuff that you love, right? And Kevin Hart's response was to that was like, I don't know if this is the right answer, but it's like, you just learn what you don't like and you
I
take it
saw
out of your
that.
life, right?
I saw that, dude.
And it's so true, you know, that's
How-
like we're all just creatures of habit. And so it's just we learn what we like and what we don't like and just eliminate the things that we don't like, you know.
Right. Right. That's
So
what, and I had to bring this back to Jordan Peterson, but like he's like
yeah.
his whole thing is we need to like get rid of the unnecessary suffering in the world.
Hmm.
Like take away the dumb shit, like the small idiot dumb things you're doing, get rid of them and do your
Hmm.
normal stuff. His whole thing is like, you know, like I said, carry. I like it. I like the whole idea of like carrying the biggest burden you can, you know, because like I want to do that. Like I want to be working as a barista, selling stuff, reselling stuff,
Hmm.
whatever other hustle I can figure out, you know. And
Yeah, exactly.
I want to do Twitch,
Hmm.
YouTube, Facebook. I want to
Yeah,
see where I can make money. Some girl gave me
exactly.
$50 for $50 for the podcast.
Hey, that's awesome,
It
man.
was
That's great. You got
insane.
a nice donation, so
Yeah,
that's dope.
it's great, man. Dude, she was so cool about it too. She was like, I don't think she didn't even like want to talk to me or anything. I was like, oh,
Uh,
thanks so much, or whatever. And she's like, yeah, you're
yep.
welcome. And I was like, okay. Like I tried to talk to her, and she's just like, no, I wanted to do it. So, hey, if you're
That's
watching,
awesome,
shout out
man.
to you. Yeah.
Shout out to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
She's
great.
great. Yeah. God bless, man. I mean, that's cool, man. To have a
Mhm.
podcast and have the first donation be $50.
Yeah, man. That's really cool, man.
And then I
And
had
just the fact that someone wants to do that, that's
so
dope.
weird. Dude, yeah, if you go back to my first podcast that I posted on Facebook, there's like
Hmm.
it's got like close to 1,000 views, I think. I should
Damn.
probably repost it. But
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
dude, people are just like, because I talked about like like shooting up meth and jerking off for 18 hours and shit, and people
Yeah.
like, I guess people like honesty, you know?
People do like honesty. We're in an
Yeah,
age of honesty right now, you
right.
know, because I feel like maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago, people were more like about keeping up a facade, keeping up a face, right? A public face. Whereas now, like especially with a lot of streaming content, right? And a lot of YouTube content, and that becoming more mainstream and popular, we are in an age of honesty where people appreciate real people.
Yeah,
And that's something I've been learning in my acting classes and stuff like that. And when we talk about creating content, when we talk about like creating characters, right? What's relevant now is that people want real people. We don't want caricatures of people. What we find funny or like dramatic or entertaining in life are real people.
100%.
So that's like it's really dope like to hear that, and it's like that's why like people are probably attracted to what you're doing with your life, because you're being completely real and completely like down to earth about how you've experienced things in life.
Well, you
So
too, though. I think we're both in the same boat in that category,
I
which is
definitely think
good.
so too. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
like
think
I'm
that
not.
that's why people are drawn to people like us.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Because it took me a while to talk about that, like jerking off, because that's gross, Like
yeah, you don't know who wants to hear that type of stuff.
no, that's gnarly. But like
Yeah.
people were like, and then I was talking about porn too. And then do
Hmm.
you remember uh Nicole Adames?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
she's so hot. But she is, but she commented and she was like fucking like this is so relevant and all this shit about like porn, how it affects people. Because I talked about how porn like gives us unrealistic standards. Because like I haven't had sex a lot in my life. I've
Hmm.
had one real girlfriend when I was 19, but
Uh-huh.
like I haven't like I've had sex with I think 3 people. Like
For
I'm
sure,
not
yeah.
big on it.
I
I'm
mean, it's not a
super.
huge deal,
Yeah,
So,
it's not.
yeah,
And whatever. And like I don't know. Even that people would like to hear. Because like
yeah,
people assume, and I think I could be wrong about this, but people assume that like I crush puss or something. Like they're
uh huh.
like I
I mean,
get
you're
that
an
a lot.
attractive guy.
Yeah.
You have a good personality, so it's like,
Well, I mean,
you know,
likewise, but it's
mm,
it's just it's a weird thing that people just make that assumption, based off like my
mm,
looks. Because it makes me feel so weird. Because I don't know why. It's like it's not that people like me or dislike me because of like
your
how I
sexual
look or
encounters,
sex.
yeah.
Yeah, or
Mm.
nobody's like judging me or anything. Nobody gives a fuck really,
Mm.
and they shouldn't. Honestly,
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean,
it's
it's
none of their
your own
business.
business.
Right,
Exactly,
right,
exactly.
right.
Like I feel you with that, because like in college, I remember like other guys would be, I don't know, intimidated of me for some reason because
Totally.
like I was always surrounded by girls and stuff, and I was just like, okay, that's cool, and they're like, oh man, you must be crushing it and stuff, and it's like for me it was just more of like a decision of like who I wanted to let into my life, because also like you, I've only had a handful of people in my life that I've had sex with,
Right.
but oh my god, it's the first time talking about it where my mom can probably see this, but yeah, um but yeah, so it's like there's only a handful of people that I've done that with, and it's like people just have this assumption, I guess, when you have a certain personality type that you're just crushing it.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the personality type.
Mhm.
Because I'm like laid back and like whatever, whatever. But
Yeah.
like, and like I talk to girls and stuff. Like, I'm pretty good at that kind of thing. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's not like for me, it's not like sex is sacred or anything. It's just like I guess like I like to be
the
intimate with people I like,
exactly,
that
yeah.
I
I like
know.
exactly. I feel you with that 100%, you know? And it's just like social interaction in general is just like, it should be the same whether or not you're a guy or a girl, you know? And I feel
Agreed.
like a lot of people, when it comes to someone of the opposite sex, they put like a higher measure, a higher standard of like how they need to conduct themselves or how they need to like hold conversation. But it's like, honestly, like I talk to girls just as like the same as I talk to guys, and it doesn't make a difference. And I guess to other people it comes off as confidence, but for me it's just like, I mean, why do I need to hold myself back because there's a lady in the room or something like that,
Yeah,
And
you
it's not
don't
like I'm
need.
saying anything offensive, It's just like I'm just saying what's on my mind.
Right. I know, I
So
get
it's like,
that. I like to think that I'm in that same boat too. But yeah, that's
yeah,
super important where yeah, you just kind of I mean, as far as that goes, yeah, I mean, you want to look for somebody that you actually give for me, that you actually give a shit about. You might be in the same boat, like
yeah,
I don't know,
definitely.
like
Oh yeah, when it comes to like giving, like letting my body, like becoming intimate in that type of way, like physical,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I feel you.
intimacy, yeah, because like I love yeah, most of the people I've been actually all the people I've been well, one no, not intimacy, but like I've had and I have real problems with intimacy, like
For sure.
with ladies and shit, and trying to like figure things out. But it's mostly just me, and my problem is I'm always in my head.
Hmm.
Like if I could just do the actions that are in my head, I'd be
Hmm.
fine. Like I always know what I should be doing. I'm like I should be reading, and then I watch YouTube for 10 hours,
For sure. Yeah.
and like
We
I
all
just
go
need
in those
some.
black holes, right?
Yeah,
So,
I need some discipline.
yeah. That's like one of the biggest things I'm working on right now is definitely self-discipline because I was very disciplined up until like sometime like mid-time through quarantine where
Really,
it's like
you lost your discipline for a little bit?
I did, yeah, I did
Wow.
definitely.
I've never heard of
Like
that.
I had a lot of friends telling me like, "Yo, you should take a break. You're like working really hard. You're doing a lot of stuff." And I'm just like, "Well, I'm not at the place where I want to be.
Right.
And I want to get to this place, right?" And I think it got to a point where I felt like I overworked myself, and I was like, "All right, I'll give myself a break, right? I'll give myself like a week break." And then a week turned into 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks turns into a month, and the month turns into a few months because it's like you just like that feeling of not having the pressure in your life, right? Um,
Totally.
and it's like it's something that we all strive for. I think we all strive to live like a no pressure life, but until we get to that point of like real true success or comfort, we can't really live that life, right?
Yeah,
um
agreed.
so because if we want to achieve the things we got to achieve, we got to push ourselves, we got to get uncomfortable.
100%.
And like just like how you're dealing with all the things that you're dealing with, you got to push yourself. It's not like if sobriety was easy, like everyone would be doing it.
Right.
But the thing is, like, everybody deals with those types of addictive things in different ways.
100%.
So, and just like with, like, I do have an addictive personality, and it's like a lot with my work.
Fat
And
workaholic?
yeah, I'm a workaholic. And it's like I was working, like, before quarantine happened, I was working like 18 hours a day, and getting 4 hours of sleep a night. You
Jesus
know,
Christ.
it was
Doing
like
what?
a lot.
Editing? Or
It was like half of the day was like just working a regular job just to get money, and the other half of the day was working acting stuff,
what
right? So it's like
what was the regular job and what was the acting stuff? What do both of those entail?
so I used to work in insurance for a little
Okay.
bit. So I worked a 9 to 5 like that, and honestly, like I really liked it for a while, just because when I did it, I know that there's like a whole stigma with insurance, like they're scamming you and all this stuff like that, right?
There is.
Um, but which I agree with. A lot of people in the business are just out there to get their money. They want themselves to have like all the money and shit.
Right.
But when I did it, I made sure I looked out for the clients and stuff, and made sure I looked out for them and saw what the best options were for them and what their needs were. And I
So
treated it just like how I treated engineering projects and stuff. I looked at what my client needed and then saw what the best option was, even if it, like, this probably isn't good, even if it wasn't with my company, you know.
right.
I gave them the information,
It's
and
so
sometimes people chose me over the better company because I gave them the brutal, like, honest opinion,
because your candor.
Exactly. Yeah.
That so you chose to get less money probably, and probably I imagine less money to be
Mhm.
morally not righteous but correct, to not fuck with your morals.
Exactly. Not to mess with my morals. And I mean, like, uh, I I had thought that I would take the dip in money, but actually it worked out really well for me. Being completely honest, and like when I told that to my other coworkers, because like I got some big deals and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, how'd you do it?" and stuff. I was like, "Oh, I was just like really honest with them and just told them everything that I know," and then they were like, "Really? That worked?" And I was like, "Yeah, it worked." I even offered other companies and showed their options, and they still chose us. Um, and
Surprise.
yeah, super surprised, but it's because I knew my information, I knew what I was talking about.
Right.
So, and they appreciated that. They appreciated someone who is knowledgeable
You were
rather than,
well versed in
I
insurance?
studied a lot. I studied
Yeah.
a lot
I
because I
bet.
wanted to make sure it's a big responsibility,
There's a
because this
lot
is
to
people's
do.
lives.
Yeah, but
It's,
isn't there a lot to do in like insurance? Isn't there a lot of
yeah, I had to get
paperwork
my
and
license and everything like that. There's a lot of paperwork after
yeah.
you do the deal and stuff like that. So it was a lot. There was a lot to deal with, and also it's a lot of cold calling as well.
Yeah.
But then
Ugh,
once you get to a point of like stability in the career, it's like you don't really cold call and people just refer you.
that's
Um,
nice. Cold
and yeah,
calling.
it's nice. Cold call sucks, man. Cold
Yeah.
call sucks. The amount of times people just like shut you out without even hearing what you have to say.
Boop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would do that, and then after that, I would drive Uber as well, for a little bit, because I worked like an hour away from where I lived. So, because I
Oh,
worked in Orange County, but I lived
shit.
in LA
So
County.
you could get Uber rides in your county and then bring people because
Yeah,
yeah.
you could
So
direct your way. Yeah, there's like a
got you.
mapping way. Yeah, so you can map your way
Damn,
to
Uber
work and map your way
rules.
to home. It was really
Uber's
dope.
great. Yeah, they seem
Yeah.
like a great company to work for.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No, I definitely like. I'm super appreciative of the opportunities I got from them.
Do you
So it's like
still
it
do Uber
in
or
the
no?
Uh, I haven't done it in a while, just because I've been really focused on acting, and just really trying to get all of my material up and like working on myself as well as working with collaborating with other people.
It's a
So
lot to work with, dude.
yeah, so there's a lot to work with that. Like I actually flew home back in May to film, to film something.
In
So that was
Danbury?
like, yeah, I filmed it in Danbury, yeah. But
Cool.
I can't talk too much about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, so it's like yeah, I've been just trying to like really focus in on that and like dial in the time for that now that like since like bills are kind of like uh being delayed and stuff like that since COVID, and companies are being understanding and
Dude,
stuff. So
my mail, it's fucked up my mail
mhm.
status. I'm still waiting for some shit, but
Mhm.
whatever. What are you gonna do? Yeah, this
Yeah,
COVID thing's been crazy. How is it over there? Where are you living again?
it
You told me
I live in
specifically.
LA. Yeah, I
Okay.
live in Signal Hill
Signal
specifically.
Hill.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's in LA County.
It looks like you
But
got a nice place, dude.
oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We got really lucky with this place actually.
How many roomies you got?
It's a two bedroom, three bath, 3-story townhouse. It's pretty nice.
And you have
So,
how do you have two roommates or just one?
one roommate. Yeah,
God damn, that's nice.
yeah, it's really nice, man. We're really fortunate, and it's the same price as an apartment. So, yeah, we
You guys
got
are
really blessed.
yeah, you guys
So,
are lucky. God damn.
yeah, yeah, me and him, we were actually like about to sign a lease on a different place that was like significantly smaller, right down the street actually. Um, and this place opened up last minute, and my roommate was just like, "Hey, you want to look at this place?" And we looked at it, and we were like, "We got to sign it right away because someone else is gonna take this like
Is it
really
a
quickly."
condo or is it a apartment
It's a
technically?
townhouse. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
a town. Yeah, so it's a
I
townhouse.
don't know the verbiage, for I can
Yeah, like I guess when you look at it, like most people would say it's a condo, but it's classified as a townhouse. So,
do you have other units next to you?
oh yeah, so there's like all the townhouses here are like connected and stuff, so it's kind of like a condo,
Okay.
basically. Um, but yeah, and then I mean like we have our own garage and all this stuff like that. So it's
Fuck that.
like
That's nice, dude.
it's really nice, man. It's really nice. So it is like I guess a little expensive, but it's something that I can afford, so it's
Do,
it's fine.
do you like that Cali weather?
I love it, dude. I
So
love it.
good.
Would never go back to the East Coast in all honesty. No matter how much I love the people back home, it's like the weather here is just I don't have to deal with snow.
Dude,
Like
even in
that's the biggest
Colorado,
thing.
dude, that's funny because even in Colorado, it's like the snow, it snows, it's
Mhm.
good, and then it's like warm the next day. Like it's so bipolar, and it's fucking dry, which is great. I hate humidity.
Which part of Colorado do you live in?
A place called Boulder.
Oh, Boulder. Oh,
It's a
for sure.
it's a college town. It's where Brian went to school. That's
Oh,
where
dope, dope.
all my friends, like, this is how I met all my friends. Like I
Mm.
said, I got to have the college experience, like, without the college part, because I got to fucking slap wine and drink wine, and out of bags, and
For sure.
do all that dumb shit that kids were
Yeah.
doing, just
Do
because
the
I
frat
knew.
life.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
knew people, and they ended up being like lifelong friends. Like, I'm
That's
trying to
awesome.
I run one of my friends' Twitter accounts. I'm trying to get him followers, but it's hard.
Mhm.
I was on
It's
the
hard, man.
I was on the dark web, we'll call it.
Mm.
I was
Yeah.
on, yeah, and
Yeah.
you can buy like 30,000 followers for $15, but like
Oh, yeah.
there's no
Yeah, like
interaction. There's no
yeah, there's none.
interaction,
No.
so it's just bots.
Exactly. So it's just like to get your follower number up, but then
Yeah,
like if your posts aren't getting any interaction,
they
then your
won't.
posts are going nowhere.
Right. That's
Yeah.
why I started. That's why I'm worrying about like organic growth, like in
Hmm.
general, because like I want to do that for my Twitch. Like I have 7 thing.
Yeah.
You're one of my Twitch subscribers
Yeah, I'm one
or
of your
followers.
subscribers.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
exactly.
that.
Mhm. Yeah, of course, man. No problem.
Yeah, that's good. Are you
Yeah.
on Twitch? Like, do you stream ever?
I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't streamed in a while. Last time I streamed I think was like a month ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been a long time
What do
since
you
I streamed.
stream typically when you do stream?
Usually I stream Fallout 4. That's what I stream for the
Dude,
most part.
should I get that?
Oh, I love it, man. I think
Because
it's a really good
I
game.
played 3. I have New Vegas. What happened was I was like almost done with New Vegas, almost done with The
Uh,
Witcher 3. I was on the DLC. I had like 100 hours in The Witcher 3. I
uh,
had like this uh DLC with all the DLC. So I was going through the DLC. I
mm,
started Mass Effect 2. I started Final Fantasy 10,
mm.
and I started, what else did I start? Borderlands 2, Dragon Age Origins,
Damn.
Dragon Age Inquisition. Um,
It's a lot of RPGs.
and then I
Yeah.
love them. And then,
I
dude,
know. I love RPGs too.
my shit died. My shit like got all fucked up. I fucked up my like spacing because
Uh,
I have an iMac. But
okay.
I
Yeah.
use this thing called Boot Camp. I don't know if you know about that.
No.
Boot Camp is you just download Windows, and you
Okay.
parse out like how much, like, I don't know how much space you have on your computer.
Mm.
I'm lucky. I got this computer for like $400 from a really good friend. Shout out to you, Teal. You're not listening, but shout out to Teal. People know him. Shout out to Teal.
For
But he
sure.
gave me this 2014, and it's got like 2 terabytes, 32
Mm.
I don't know. I wrote it down right now. It's got
Uh,
a processor Intel R Core TM i7 4790K, CPU at 4 gigahertz, 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's
mm.
just got a bunch of shit. I got really lucky,
Yeah.
but I fucked up the Windows side of my computer, which kind of bummed me out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but it
I
happens.
see. But so like basically boot camp like runs your Mac like Windows
It it
basically.
it literally takes a, like, when you start up your computer, you hold down Shift or Alt if you're using my kind of computer, and then
Oh.
you can either boot up Windows or Mac, and like
Okay.
it's sick. Like, I have Windows, like
Yeah.
everything that you can do on Windows, which is
Oh, that's really
nice.
dope.
It's
Nice.
dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to do, yeah, if you ever want to like, yeah, if you ever want to, get some games from wherever,
Yeah.
who knows
Hmm.
where. But I've heard there's games out there for, cheap to free, but
For sure. Yeah.
uh, it's
Yeah. But
nice.
Fallout 4 is like a really dope game. If you liked Fallout
Yeah.
3, you would definitely like Fallout 4 for
I liked
sure.
Fallout 3. I'm loving, dude, New Vegas is supposed to be like the best. I love New Vegas is pretty
New Vegas
cool.
is fun. I like how they took like the concept of like kind of like you ever play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man,
Absolutely.
fucking great game. You know how like at some point after you've like passed a certain checkpoint, you can like get people in your gang and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And then you can call up the homies and stuff.
Got the
Like,
homies in the car.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So
Yep.
it's like
Yep.
kind of similar in New Vegas when it's like you reach a certain point, it's like certain alliances and you can like call for help and stuff like that.
Right. I
Um,
remember that because I got like the NCR radio or the whatever the
yeah,
New California Republic, whatever it's
yeah, the
called.
New Republic,
I remember
and
that.
then you can call up some homies to come and help you out
Dude,
and
I never
stuff.
tried that. I got to try it out.
Yeah,
Now that I've
yeah.
restarted, that's the one game I restarted.
hmm
And I'm figuring out what to play. I'm gonna like, I just got discouraged because I fucking lost all my progress. Like,
For sure.
The Witcher is so great. I had like 100 hours in there though. It's so much work.
Yeah. It's tough to like start those games from scratch again, you know?
I'm gonna have to wait a
Yeah.
while and get some new ones for now, maybe.
Definitely,
See what's
definitely.
out
Yeah.
there. I know
Yeah.
everybody's playing that weird ass game where on Twitch where it's like weird looking dudes. I don't remember. I don't know what it is. Some kind of race or something.
Oh, you're talking about Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. That's the one.
Fall Guys is really fun, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's if you have a PS4, it's free. So my roommate he got it. Excuse me, sorry, had to
You're
burp.
good.
But my roommate he got it, and it's like it's a lot of fun. It's like Mario Party basically, you know. So if you ever
Really?
enjoyed Mario Party as a kid, it's
Love
like the
Mario Party.
PlayStation version. Yeah. So except without the board, except without like the tiles and the board and stuff like that, it's basically just like the mini games. And then
Really?
yeah, and it's an elimination. It's like a battle royale of mini games
That's
basically.
dope. Good for
So
them. They made so much money. Good
oh
on
yeah,
them.
dude. Yeah, it is a lot of fun though. Highly recommend. But I know on PC you got to buy it and stuff. So
Yeah, it's like 20
yeah,
bucks, but I might be able to figure out a discount. But
yeah.
yeah.
I haven't bought it on my PC because I'm like, 20 bucks. I don't know if I want to pay that money for like a game like that, you know. So
Right, right.
yeah,
Because that's not like you said, you know, you play a lot of fucking RPGs, you know, that's my shit.
yeah.
That's my
Yeah,
jam right
RPGs is
there.
my that's my jam too. Like I play a lot of also I do like a lot of tabletop games and stuff. So like I've been playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. So that's
D&D?
like yeah, D&D, dude. That's my shit.
So is
So
Marcus, man. Marcus loves that
oh
shit.
really? Oh,
Yep.
that's dope.
Yep.
You remember Conrad and Marshall?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So like I actually when I went back home, they invited me. They have their own channel called Above the Garage on YouTube. And they did this like spicy wing challenge and stuff, and they invited me to come through and do it, and I did it with them, and then they had like a bunch of D&D stuff, and I was like, oh shit, you guys play? They're like, yeah, yeah, we do. So it's dope.
Do you
So
play
like
with
there's a lot
them?
of people. No, 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 I don't play with them.
Oh,
Just
obviously
because
not.
like
You live in LA, yeah.
yeah, we're in different places and stuff. So it's like, but it's really cool just like knowing that other people who you wouldn't expect do like nerdy shit like that, you know? So
Yeah, Conrad and Marshall, I would never expect that.
exactly, right? But they're super chill. They're still super chill, and they're
Yeah, they're
doing
the good
well. So
guys,
yeah, they're really good guys.
for sure.
Um, but yeah, hey, if anyone's watching, you guys check out Above the Garage. Go give them some support. You know.
Check out Above the Garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your plugs? What do you want to plug here?
Oh, me? I mean, like you could follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. So my thing is
At
ayyyroll at ayyyroll AYYYROLL. You know who gave me that name actually?
no.
Shane
Hey,
Dalton. Shane
no
Dalton.
shit. I haven't
Yeah,
seen him
he's
in forever.
I haven't seen him forever either, man. Like back in high school, like freshman, sophomore year, we had like chemistry together, and he would just call me Aerrol, and then he would like write my name and shit like that, like AYYY and shit. I was just like, fuck it, that's my name. That's what I'm gonna use for my
Dalton's
stuff.
funny.
So
That's a good moniker though.
it is, yeah, it is. So I've been using that for like everything, basically, except for my YouTube is like my full name, my real name, just because like I put one of my short films on there, so it's like I gotta put my real name and everything.
You want to
So
throw your real name out there just so people can check
oh
it
yeah,
out?
sure. My name is Aerrol Ampeloquio, um, and I guess I could spell it for you
Yeah,
guys.
I can spell it out.
It's a long name.
Just
Yeah.
spell it out for everybody.
So it's Aerrol. That's my first name, and my last name is Ampeloquio. So there you
There you
go.
go. Check them
That's it.
out.
Yeah, check me out. You know, I put some stuff. I put out a song also out because like I wrote this song. It's like a rap, and I wrote it because I was like super depressed, and I actually really like it. And I don't know. I put it out on YouTube and stuff. Put it in there, but
Dope.
yeah, it's basically just like a song about like, are my choices really mine or are they controlled by somebody else, basically, and that's kind of what the song is about. So
Got you. That's a
yeah,
good topic, and that's interesting as hell. And I'm
It
trying
is,
to make
yeah.
some hip hop too, but that's fantastic. So check out Aerrol, everybody.
Yeah, man. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah.
And then I think, do we want to talk about anything else before we get out of here?
I don't know. If you have any other questions, I'm totally down.
Um,
Um,
let me
yeah.
see. How old's your roommate?
Oh, he's 24. He's 24,
Is
and
he
we were actually
youngin?
roommates in college. So
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Yeah. So he's the homie. He got a job out here in California, and
Sorry,
then like he hit me up.
did you go to college in Cali?
No, no, no.
Oh,
In New York.
okay.
Yeah, and then
Okay,
he got a
you
job
told me
out here
that.
in California. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and so he hit me up last year, and he was like, "Yo, I'm moving to California. You want to live together?" I was like, "Fuck yeah," because my roommates were moving out to different places. Like I think one was moving to Portland, or he was planning on moving to Portland, and the other one was planning on moving to San Francisco.
Fuck
So it was like,
Portland.
"Hey man, it's like a cheaper San Francisco, I heard." So yeah,
Fair enough. I just
yeah.
I'm anti-Portland just on my merits. I can't.
Oh
There's
really?
there's too much. I don't know because there's so much going on with like all this virtue signal. Have you heard of virtue signaling?
No, what is
You know
that?
what that is? That's
No.
when people are like, they're trying to get like, hey, look at me, I'm doing something good. They're like, hey, I'm supporting the gays. Look at this, I'm
Oh
supporting the
yeah,
gays.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
Portland
yeah.
is like the king of that. Like, it's like a
I
bunch of
see.
Antifa kids that think they're fighting a fascist government, which
Mhm.
I hate to say, this is not a fascist government.
Mhm.
Um, I understand people are like, it's
Yeah.
totalitarianism, and it's like,
Mhm.
no, I mean, yeah, there's some nepotism and shit going on, but like,
For sure, yeah.
this is a capitalist
Yeah,
society,
it's a
which,
capitalist
dude,
society.
I hate to like, this is my opinion, is just
Mhm.
like, we have the best, we have the best chance that anybody's ever had if you live in America. Like, I think I believe
There is
that.
a lot of opportunity because
Yeah.
of our capitalist structure,
I mean, I
you know?
haven't been to Europe or, but like, I'm poor as shit. I have
Mhm.
nothing, and I really like capitalism because, like,
Mhm.
if I can get to whatever, the top 20% and be the
Yeah.
0.1%, then I can make a
Mhm.
living with my music or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like that's why a lot of immigrants love America, you know?
Totally.
Um, because it is like, the land of opportunity and like nothing like there are a lot of things that do hold you back, from getting to that point of like that 1% or whatever, but
Right.
it's still possible, you know?
It's
It's always
it's
possible,
dude,
you know?
and that's my thing is I love an underdog story. Like it
Mhm.
makes me so happy,
Oh, I mean, that's the story of America, right?
It's
Story of
great,
America's
dude.
underdog story.
Yeah.
You ever watch Hamilton?
The play?
Yeah, the play.
No, I only know the first song that's fucking dope, the rap
Oh,
song.
oh, for sure,
I
yeah.
love that song. But no,
But
I
that show
have
is basically about, the underdog story,
really? Oh,
That's what
because
it's about. So,
Alexander Hamilton. Yeah, that's true. In the
hmm
lyrics, you can tell. I'll have to check
yeah,
that out because I have Disney Plus for free for a month or
yeah,
something.
exactly. So
Is
I
it worth
think
watching?
100% it's worth
Yeah,
watching for sure. Yeah, like I don't know too much about Alexander Hamilton and stuff like that, but
me
like
neither.
so I wasn't really super interested in it, but a lot of people talk about it. So I was like, it's free. I mean, it's on Disney Plus, and I already have Disney Plus, so like might as well give it a shot.
Do you have the
Um,
Hulu bundle, or do you just have Disney
uh,
Plus?
Nah, like just homies hooking each other with each other's
Yeah,
accounts and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So it's like I share the Netflix, they share the Disney Plus, someone
Yeah.
shares the Hulu.
So that's what's
So
up.
yeah. Yeah,
That's that's
exactly.
how that's what no, that's what friends are for, bro.
Exactly. Keep things cost efficient. So
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
that.
But yeah, and like I watched it and I don't regret it at all. It is a beautiful show. Tears were forming, like it's really good. Highly
Is it
recommend.
insightful? Does what's the main guy's name?
Uh who Alexander Hamilton or like the
No,
the,
the
the real
guy.
person? Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Lin-Manuel Miranda, he is phenomenal. He's the one that created the play.
He can't
And
sing. Can't sing very well.
yeah, okay, yeah. He's not like,
He's better than me. He's like
for
good,
sure,
but he's not like on the level of everybody else that he works with.
for sure. Yeah, he's a very talented playwright. That's what he
Right,
is.
but also, yeah, you have to
Yeah.
give him credit because like
Hmm.
singing isn't his thing. Like he fucking
Hmm.
wrote the whole
Yeah.
thing,
Hmm.
and like produce. He made. I don't know if he
Yeah.
produced
He
it. He
made
made it
everything.
happen though.
Yeah, he made everything. I mean, like he did In the Heights also, which is a really big, also like underdog story as well, because it's about people who live in the Heights in New York City, in kind of like the ghetto area, and it's about like the minorities and kind of like them finding their way to success, as well as like love is involved and stuff like that. But it's a lot about like chasing your own success. That's what a lot of his stories are about.
Love those
Um,
stories.
that's why anime is like one of my favorite things.
So,
Anime
dude,
is all about chasing your own success, right?
yeah, I'm gonna have to have you and Marcus on together for an anime discussion
For sure.
if you're
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I'm 100% down, dude.
It's pretty fun to podcast, man. I
Yeah.
think.
No, I think so too. I've like wanted to start one for a while, but I just don't know what I would do, you know?
That I didn't know what I was gonna do, and I just fucking went for it.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
know.
there's no excuses, right?
Well, that's what
Going
here's.
back,
I
right?
hate to bring it up to. I bring everything back to Jordan Peterson, but here it is. Like
Mhm.
here, you want to be here. Here's your
Yeah.
trajectory. You go here. You go here. You go
Mhm.
here. You go fucking here. You go here. You just fucking keep adapting because
Yeah.
you just keep your trajectory moving in the right direction, and
Mhm.
eventually you hit your goal.
Exactly.
But you have to
Exactly.
make those moves. Like even this right now. Like this is helping
Mhm.
me, and hopefully it's
Yeah.
helping you.
It is 100%, man.
And
Yeah.
yeah, because the thing is too, like face to face human interaction. Like I wish we could do this in person. That would be
Yeah, I wish so
perfect.
too.
I did one with this girl Savannah where I just got my regular mic stand and
I
I
saw
just
it, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
But like I wish we could do in person. But I mean, obviously you're a
Yeah,
bit
with the
far.
pandemic and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I
I mean, I wouldn't mind like flying out and stuff like that,
dude, if
as long as
I
I have the money. So,
that would be
yeah.
dope because it's so cheap right now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
exactly.
mind flying out. I have an uncle I can stay with out there that's in Santa Monica that
Oh, for
has
sure, dude.
he has a beautiful house.
I'm sure. I mean, if he has a house in Santa Monica, that guy is not joking around with money. So,
Wells
yeah.
Fargo, second VP. Like by
Oh, damn. That's
yeah.
wild, dude.
There's
Yeah.
it's not like he's not exclusively the only VP, but he
Of
makes
course,
good
no.
money.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of VPs and different positions
Totally.
and stuff. So, yeah. But that's really dope, man.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
that's
if you ever come
interesting.
out to LA, let me know.
Oh,
I would
dude,
love to hang out with you and like, socialize with you in person.
no, it'd be
Because,
great. I want to see the
yeah.
spots. Yeah, because like I mean, this is way better than nothing.
It is, yeah.
Uh,
Social interaction is really important in our mental health.
Dude, it
So
sucks because like biologically we need to interact. Like we're social creatures.
we are
Yeah,
exactly.
which is like for me, I'm always like pissed off. Like, yeah, I hate it. But it's like, it's a good thing, dude. Like, it helps. We help each other. We're able to help each other because of these social interactions.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
I always have this bullshit like I hate everybody equally thing, and it's like
hmm
not really, dude.
hmm
Like
Yeah.
I don't hate people. Like I don't hate people
Yeah.
for no reason. Like
Exactly.
I had an eBay refund. This guy, or not a refund. He was like, I don't know. It was something. I'm selling this watch that doesn't have the second hand doesn't
Mhm.
work,
For
and
sure.
like this dude was like, you can get them new right now for fucking you can get them new for like $40, right?
hmm
And I'm selling it for like $45, and then the
hmm
one that's like just regular out there was like $250 is what they're selling
hmm
for. And this
Yeah.
dude's complaining and trying to tell me that they're selling for whatever, $60 or $40 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, that kind of social interaction, like fucking, that gives me anxiety a little bit,
For sure.
but like I
Like,
try to clear shit up.
no, for sure. I feel you. I mean, like my whole philosophy with like social interaction is like I used to be very like I used to be a very type of like I need to please other people, type of thing.
Yep.
So I was always more of like, how can I make sure everyone is okay, right? In a
Right.
conversation, which is like I still have that mentality esque, but what's more important to me now is like people will like me for who I am, and people
Right.
won't like me for who it's like people will either like or dislike me, for who I am.
Dude, the thing is
So
not everybody's gonna like you.
exactly. Not everyone is going to like you. So I need to be myself at 100% all times because whether or not I'm faking it or I'm real, people are going to like or dislike me. So I might as well be real at all times.
I
And
agree
those
with
people
that.
that stick around, they're the people that matter.
I agree with that sentiment
So
completely. I totally understand that. Yeah, you have to be authentic that's why I love polarizing things. Do you know George Carlin at all?
no, no.
He was a comedian, probably
Mhm.
Doug Stanhope.
Oh, okay. I've heard of George Carlin. Yeah,
Yeah, he did a
actually.
bunch of shit that's polarized. South
Mhm.
Park.
Yeah, yeah.
Eminem,
Yeah.
Eminem? those are
Yeah.
my favorite kind of people because they're so polarizing. Like they really
Hmm.
push the envelope. Like
Yeah.
they're either loved or hated, and like
Exactly.
I want to be like that one day because that means like you're doing something correct. I know it's cliche, but it's true.
Hmm.
It's like you're doing something correct. If
Yeah.
somebody's like if somebody hates you and people love you, then you're going on the road. If everybody hates you, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And
Obviously. Yeah.
if
If
everybody,
everybody likes you, then
yeah,
you're also doing something wrong.
yeah,
You
for
know.
sure. You're
Hmm.
bending to people's will too much. You're
Exactly.
fucking up your psyche. I feel like.
Yeah. You're not taking care of yourself. You know.
Right.
That's the thing.
Which is
Yeah.
number one that we've been talking about, self-care, which is important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, it's like those people who you find very polarizing, like they're the people who are very authentic, you know? They're
Yes.
authentic to what they do. Like just like what the heck is his name? The person that made Family Guy. Um what's his name?
Seth Green? Seth.
Seth Seth something. It's not Seth Green. Seth Green is like the redheaded dude,
Right.
but um yeah, that dude, the creator of Family Guy, you know, he's also very polarizing. He's like authentically like himself in his show, like just like kind of like, you know, South Park. It's like he will say his opinions, you know, whether or
Absolutely.
not it's like a popular opinion or not. He's just gonna say it, you
Right.
know.
That's
Um,
what I like. I'm a bigger fan. Usually people pick a side with Family Guy or South Park for some reason. I like
mhm.
both of them. They're fine,
Yeah,
man.
no, they're both really good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
South Park's
It's because
good.
like
They're different.
they're different, super different. Yeah. It's because they take stances, you know?
Yeah.
And like people will always have an opinion about someone with a stance, you know? That's why like people aren't like that's why like people don't like politicians because politicians don't take stances, you know? So
Right.
because they're bending to the will of people, you
Right.
know?
They're like Bruce Lee, like water. That whole
Yeah.
thing. It
Yeah,
just in
exactly.
the wrong way.
For sure, yeah. You know, it's a game that you play in the entertainment industry as well. You know, it's like yeah, you know, I've met with like publicists and things like that, and like a lot of them give advice of like always be positive, right? Especially younger in your career. Which I mean, I think it is important to be positive, you know, but it's also important to be real, you know. So it's like you can still be real but be positive, and I think that that's kind of like what I aim to achieve. Like I don't really want to bend myself to someone else's will to get to where I need to be, you know. And when because like I've done it for a period of my time pursuing my career, and it it hurts me mentally so much, you know. It's like I feel so restraining on myself, you know, and it's not a good feeling. It
No
makes me feel
shit.
like kind of like similar to how I felt like when I was pursuing engineering because it's like I did it because I wanted to please my parents, you know? And
Right. Wrong
it's like I'm not
reason.
doing this for myself, you know? I'm
Right.
doing this for other people. So
Right.
it's like I stepped into the acting field for myself, not for other people.
Right.
So, you
And that
know.
seems to be like I've seen your Instagram posts and everything, and it seems like you're a happier person. You know, you seem like you're doing
Thanks, man.
you seem like a very positive person and everything, and it's good.
I appreciate
Um,
that. That's
yeah,
what
of
my parents
course.
said when I first moved here. They
What's
were
up?
like, yeah, it's like first week I like called them and my mom was just like she was like crying and stuff. I was like, why are you crying? She's like, because you sound so happy. I've never heard you so happy in your life. And I was just like, well, I appreciate it. And then like that first week they were like, whatever you need, like 100% will help you out. Like as long as you know, stay yourself, stay happy. Like, you know, it was a side of me they didn't see before. So
Right.
yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
Congrats on all that.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I really
Yeah,
do.
no,
You know?
seriously, that's really cool.
Yeah,
What was I gonna say? Oh, here's a good rule for you. Another JP Jordan Peterson quote.
for sure.
Tell
Yeah.
tell the truth or at least don't lie. And like I
Exactly.
had to think about that because like it's hard. It's really
Mhm.
hard because
Yeah,
lying is very easy and it happens
it's
all
super
the
easy.
time.
hmm
Yes.
That's one of my biggest vices too, for sure. Like growing
Have you
up.
seen that? It's like, have you seen that movie? And you're like, yeah. It's like, why did I say that? No, I haven't. Like,
No, it's like, why did I have to lie about that? It's not a
yeah,
big deal, you
yeah.
know?
That's why
Yeah.
that's like I like that rule and stand up straight with your shoulders back. You know,
hmm
there's a couple good rules in there that I like a lot.
I agree with that too, though, 100%. Because it's like, the more often you lie, the less authentically you are yourself, you know?
A hundred
So,
percent.
yeah.
It
And
damages it like literally like damages your psyche, I think.
oh yeah, like because like in high school when I was just like really trying to please other people and stuff, you know, it's like I lied about everything, you know, in high school because I wanted people to like me, you know,
Me too.
and it's like why did I need to do that? And it's like you start to see you start to believe what you're lying, you know, about,
Right.
and it's hard to see the line between what's real and what's fake when you lie that much,
It gets
you
blurred.
know. It gets super blurred, you know. So a lot of my memories from high school are very like, except for my senior year when I finally started being myself, it was like a lot of my memories from like high school and before, I don't know what's real and what's fake, in all honesty, because my mind is so blurred about it. So
I think I had the same like there was a bunch of weird shit going on too, like with my dad. He was real sick and all, and it's like I had so many like I have so many mixed feelings about high school and everything. High school, I'm so glad to not be in high school. Like even though
for
I'm
sure.
25 and I'm out here and I'm struggling, I'm trying to sell, I'm trying to do whatever it is that I do,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like, I'm grateful to not be in fucking high school anymore. Jesus Christ, that was brutal.
for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
was college a little bit better for you?
College was 100% better for me. You know, even though
Yeah.
I went through my shit, and I went through my stint of depression, it was like I was myself, at least. Like, even if I wasn't myself, like doing what I wanted to do, socially, I was myself, you know? Um, so at least like I wasn't lying anymore and I wasn't like being fake. I was just 100% authentically myself, and like I loved who I was. So,
That's beautiful, man. That's where I want to
yeah.
get to in my life. That's a good thing because I have a lot of negative self-talk and all that. And I went to the psych ward for 17 days. You probably have heard some of this, but
Hmm.
I went to the psych ward for 17 days. I was in rehab for 7 days of that, and like seeing, I don't know, people like really fucked up and like, I mean, like fucked up in the head. Like this kid
Hmm.
had a seizure while I was there. This dude, he fell out of
Yeah.
his wheelchair and had a seizure because he was drinking a handle a day.
Hmm.
And like, it just puts shit into perspective. And like, all my dad's like horrible opioid drug addiction and shit. And it's like, I really don't want to be like that. And like, so I want to tell my truth and I want to be honest about things, but like I'm still not perfect. Like I still take
For sure.
certain things. I'm prescribed certain things, and
Hmm.
I'm not completely like normal or anything. And
For sure.
I'm bipolar 1, so I have to take this medicine for the rest of my life. Pretty much, they told me when I was 19, which is like,
Hmm.
fuck, because like
Yeah.
you don't want to be on medicine the rest of your life. But I'm taking
For
it.
sure.
It helps. So.
Exactly.
I'm thankful. In the psych ward, they changed all my medicine, took me off antidepressants. It was great.
Hmm.
It's been great so far.
That's awesome, man. That's really good, and I'm rooting for you, man. I'm here
Thank
in your
you.
corner. If you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm always here for you, dude.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
in
yeah,
all
no, I'm gonna
honesty.
bother the shit out of you
So
now.
do it, man. Do it. I'm here to talk. I love talking to people all the time. Like, I'm always talking to people on the phone. Like, people are always calling me and stuff. So like, as
Good.
long as I'm not busy doing something, like, feel free.
You
And the thing is,
text?
like, yeah, I text. I'm a super dry texter. That's the thing. It's like
Okay.
I'm a really dry texter, so I prefer like calling,
Okay.
talking like voice to voice. Plus, I think it's like better for mental health and
I
deeper
agree. I agree
conversations.
with you. I just like
Mhm.
texting because there's like no risk. I don't know. There's something about it where it's like it's easier for me.
No, I agree. Like my whole thing with texting and stuff, like I feel bad because I get back to people pretty late sometimes.
Me
And
too.
it's like my whole thing is like it's a message because it's meant to be read later, right? So it's meant to be read when you're not busy, right? So that's why I like respond late. It's because I'm doing a bunch of other stuff. And even
Uh,
when people call me, it's like if you try to call me and I don't answer, the first thing I do when I free up is I'll call you back, you know?
That's really good. You're a good dude, Earl. I am not
Thanks, man.
I'm not in that same boat. I wish I could be. Like when people call me,
Mhm.
like I can barely talk to Tyler on the phone, Like I'm so scared of phone calls and shit. The Zoom has been helping though. Like just doing these
Mhm.
pods, like the pod's been like
I think it's because you
fucking
can see
nice.
somebody.
Yeah, it's nice. And dude, I had it with my doctor like 2 days ago, and it was
Mhm.
so much better than when we did a phone call.
For
Like it was
sure.
so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like because I can deal with seeing people face to face, but I can't deal like with the phone calls.
Talking
Is
to a
still,
box.
I don't know why. Yeah, it weirds me out still, but
For sure.
whatever.
For sure. I
It
feel you.
happens.
I feel you. For some reason, I'm not comfortable with FaceTiming, but I'm comfortable with Zooming.
That's funny.
So
I think
yeah,
me too.
it's a weird thing. I can't do the FaceTime thing. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Zoom's cool
So
though, because you can just do it on the laptop. You can just put on your fucking your headset. You get your mic.
yeah,
I do the same thing.
exactly.
I got a little more like whatever. I got music equipment shit, so I have to do a little more shit. But it's
For
nice.
sure. Yeah.
I got to make sure the audio levels are good, which they are. So
Yeah.
this has been
No.
really good.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. But yeah, like I really appreciate this. I think it's a really good thing that what you're doing, and I think you're making great steps in your life. On all honesty, I really do think you're making great steps in your life, and it's I still look up to you, man. I looked up to you when I was a kid, and I still look up to you now. So yeah,
Well, thanks a lot, Earl. That means a lot to me, man. And it's been a pleasure
yeah.
to have you. And likewise, I really respect what you're doing, and you're working your ass off, which is great, man.
Thanks, man. I
don't work
appreciate it.
yourself to death, but
Yeah, I'll try not to.
yeah,
As long as I'm working stuff I love, I don't mind it. That's the thing.
right.
As
That's the
long as
main
I'm doing
thing.
what I love, I don't mind how much I work, in
I
all
feel
honesty.
you, and that's what I'm
Mhm.
working on too. So I will be texting or calling you, hopefully,
For
and
sure.
we
Yeah.
got we might have to get a podcast with Marcus to talk about because I'm super down to go deep into anime.
Yeah.
Are
Let me
you are
know,
you
man.
like a pretty big fan?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've watched like a fair amount for sure. And I
Okay,
honestly love it. Like movies and like TV, like they have moments where they make me like, very emotional.
totally.
But anime like hits me different. It hits different. Like that's why I love it so much. I've never felt such like connection to fictional characters in my life.
Did you ever
So
get to watch like One Piece?
I've never watched One Piece
It's
mainly because
so long.
I know that's the thing. It's like I don't know if you remember Micaiah from high school, but he's one of my best friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah,
was so nice. Tell him I said what's
yeah.
up.
I will. I'll make sure I'll let him know next
Yeah,
time I
for
talk to him. We
sure.
talk on the phone like every other day.
Yo, tell actually
Um,
if you would tell him to shoot me a text. I love it. Dude, he's so cool.
for sure, yeah. He actually so what he just finished his master's in social work actually.
No shit.
Um,
He finished
so
his
yeah, so
master's?
he finished his master's
That
in
was
social work.
quick.
Yeah. My guy is married, he has a kid, and he just finished his master's like
He's killing
yo,
it.
he's working really hard. He's
He's
working his
killing
butt
it
off.
though, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. He is. I'm super proud of him, and he's been a huge inspiration in my life as well.
Where is he
Um,
living?
he lives in Danbury. He
No
lives in
shit.
Danbury. Yeah. So it's like, I think he'll be a dope person to talk to, have on the podcast.
I'd
In all
love to have
honesty.
him on the I would love to have him on the podcast. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
still really nice, great guy, funny dude. So I
Yeah,
love
he's
that guy
funny.
to
Yeah.
death.
I remember he was a little bit quiet, but he was always fucking like whatever he said was whenever he said something, it was always fucking like good or funny or relevant. Like
Exactly.
he's smart too.
He's smart. Yeah. He listens. That's the thing. He listens.
Yeah, I'm
You
working
know.
on that too. But I want to be a better listener as a podcaster.
hmm I think you do a good job. I think like I appreciate that like you apologize when you interject and stuff like that. Um, and like you realize that you are because like I know that it's not necessary. You don't have to do it like in regular conversation, and even now you don't have to do it like apologize for it. But it's I appreciate that you're taking a note in your head of like because I can see that you're working hard to pay attention. You know, and I see that and when you interject and then you apologize, it's like I see that mentally it's something you're trying to do for yourself.
Right.
You're trying to be like, I want to listen, I want to pay attention. But I also have stuff to get off of my head. So it's like. Um,
Yeah. That's
but
what it is.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, but I see the work that you're doing with it, with yourself, and that's something I appreciate for sure.
Right. Well, thanks,
It's not
man.
the yeah, no problem, dude. It's not the apology, that I appreciate. It's the work that you're doing for yourself.
Right.
So
That's
yeah.
good, man. You think on a metaphysical level. You think very. You have an
I
interesting mind, Errol.
yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You
It's a
do.
lot of people watching, and
Yeah.
studying. So yeah, I like to observe like social interactions and everything like that.
Yeah,
So
they're super interesting.
yeah. They are. It's very interesting. Probably because when I was a kid, I didn't talk to too many people, so it was like, it's like I craved it right when I was a kid, so I
Right.
was super observant of it. But now it's like it's been really helpful for my life now and like understanding people. Like
Right.
understanding people is like really important. Like what's going on physically in their life doesn't matter. It's more about like how you understand them mentally and how you understand them as a person.
I
So
agree.
yeah,
Agreed. All right.
yeah,
Well, I
awesome,
think
man.
should we end on that note?
For sure. Yeah, man.
I think that was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. I'm down for it. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
So Thank you so much for having me on this, Josh. I really appreciate
Yeah.
it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was dope. Everybody go check out Aerrol's stuff, and we'll probably see him
Yeah,
soon on the podcast again.
for sure. Yeah, I would love to be back.
All
So
right, brother.
thank you so
Peace.
much, bro.
I will.
All right, have a good day.
I'll text you to tonight
Yeah, definitely.
when
I
everything's
think I
up.
gave you my number. So yeah, so just
Okay.
text me. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
And
Talk
if
soon,
not,
brother.
just Facebook message me. Okay.
Got you.
So
Got you.
awesome, bro.
Talk
All
to you
right.
soon.
Take care, man.
Later,
See ya.
brother. Peace.
Peace.